So here's the question. Am I going to play with makeup or do my nails? Because I can't do both. I don't know if I'm in the mood to deal with having nails because my pain's been a lot and having nails can just make my life a little more annoying. I could play around with makeup for a little bit. But that's the thing. Do I want to? My hair looks like shit. So this is some kind of fake makeup primer. What was hurtful? What? Yeah, Panther, I'm gonna be very blunt. I don't have the budget to care about expiration dates. If you do, congratulations. Anyway, moving on. Anyway. Yeah, that's not what I was trying to do, but okay. Sup? I'm okay. I'm just realizing I have a lot less energy than I thought. But I'm here and I'm gonna continue anyway. This was just me like trying to figure out what I wanted to do as I wasn't sure for a second. I'm gonna be candid for a second. I'm just in a phase right now where I'm really struggling with like grief, with like the reality of like chronic fatigue and chronic pain and whatever autoimmune issue I have going on that I don't have answers for because I lost my insurance and I live in a state where I'm really struggling to qualify to get any kind of help. And I'm just grieving. I like it's an off and on thing, and it's something I've seen people in the like the chronic illness communities talking about more, and it's helping me understand and process it. But I am just dealing with a lot of like anger and frustration and sadness, and I'm doing the best that I can with the resources that I have, and I'm just struggling. That's really it. And I'm in a phase right now where I'm struggling to like not talk about it all the time, which I know I think is something like with you guys watching me, I can understand why that might get annoying or redundant. But I'm in a phase right now where these nerve pain episodes are happening more frequently for longer periods of time, and it consumes my life, and it's different. It's a different kind of pain. It's just hard. My diabetes is currently medicated, guys. Can we stop talking about that? I'm doing everything I can. And then my mom made again what I lovingly refer to as why people Chinese food night, because it's frozen orange tempura chicken from Sam's Club and egg rolls. I think we each get 3, right? Yeah, because it's a box of 18, so they come in not. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. To say the least. Oh yeah, the ketchup hits. But I am gonna have a second egg roll. Good God. God. I've talked about that multiple times already. What I'm dealing with isn't related to my fucking diabetes. I think you're really good at staying positive. Good vibes attract more good vibes. Absolutely, Delilah. Thank you. Sorry, that was out of character. I didn't need to talk like that. That was unnecessary. I apologize. Oh, right. I want to go swimming later, so I'm so sick of the fucking drama. I'm so sick of people's bullshit. I'm so sick of people being two-faced and obnoxious and just like, I respect the people who are upfront about how they feel about me way more than anyone pretending to like me. I think it's snaky and gross.
I want an independent woman if she working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with her. See, got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some pop, 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 with some twerk, twerk, with some pop, 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 with some twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop. Bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. You ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. Walk with it, now work, 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 walk with it, now work. Your booty out, now work, walk with it, 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 now work, walk with it.
Hello, guys. Hello to anyone watching in real time. Thank you so much for being here. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate y'all so much. Baby, I had today's stream plans. I wanted to go over that complaining and whining that Rosie did last week while she did that horrendous makeup. And we have some other streams to cover later on this week as well. I'm like, oh, I'm going to catch up this week. And then I noticed that I was getting notifications from multiple platforms. I didn't look at my phone for like 30 minutes. Why am I getting notifications from multiple platforms? Normally, when that's happening, something's going on. That something that's going on was Rosie announcing the trailer to the project that she was a part of when she took that trip last year to Vegas. So I'm like, oh, what is this? I said, let me click on this. What the hell is this? And I'm just like, hold the fuck up. That paradise house, we're going to get into all of that. And then Rosie may still be live. She was just live. She may still be live. I was watching in Discord. Thank you to my mod who was streaming that. And Rosie. Not only are we going to watch that trailer together, we're also going to tap in just a little bit to something that I know of Zio, but I don't follow Zio consistently. Zio the Dreamer. Zio the Dreamer was not happy, honey. And in Zio the Dreamer's comment section was Emily, Amberlyn Reed's feeder girlfriend. I said, what is going on with everybody today? Not only that, while I was starting to get ready, I tapped into Milky because Milky was stream sniping Chantel. Chantel was talking shit about Rosie because Chantel's live out eating. Of course, she ain't worried about her diabetes or whatever goal she got. Chantel is out eating and being shady towards Rosie because she doesn't know like the premise. So I'm paraphrasing here, but Chantel pretty much said like, oh, are they acting like victims? Like they were there against their will? That would be hard to do. Like pretty much low-key fat shaming them. And I said, oh, I don't know if Rosie has caught wind of that yet, but I'm like, Chantel, it's not that I was disagreeing with what Chantel was saying. I was just sitting there like, bitch, you got some nerve. You got some nerve. Y'all, today has been very, very rewarding. Very rewarding. I want to thank everyone for all the love coming in. I'm going to get to that in just a second. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me just get straight into how it was announced or how it got on everybody's radar for the most part. It's when Rosie put up this community tab post earlier. She said, you might want to watch this trailer if you want to see a familiar face. Vegas was an experience for so many reasons. June 10th on the ID network will be available on HBO Max. And for anyone asking questions, yes, if you are in the Discord, we will be watching. So if you're not in the Discord and you are a member, get in there. We will be watching. Absolutely, we will be watching. Let's take a look at this trailer and you can see the very familiar face. No neck, but you'll see a familiar face. Let's get into it.
Feel loved. I want to feel desired. And that's not something that happens often to a fat girl.
I was scrolling on TikTok. This guy holds up a pair of bathing suit bottoms and he says, if you can fit in these, I want you in my pool.
Welcome to paradise.
Stefan's a TikTok creator living in this mansion in Vegas with all these plus size women.
Everybody deserves to be treated with respect.
But he's selling a fantasy. You'll be loved here, worshipped like a goddess. But they don't tell you the price that you pay.
You have this older man with women half his age. And that power dynamic is predatory.
He says, this is just a body positive space and I just love fat women and it's totally innocent when it's totally not.
There was no consent.
Paradise is not a safe and positive place.
This man is a predator. No one deserves to be a victim to him.
He gets off sexually watching people eat and gain weight. It can kill you.
911 emergency. Do you need police, fire, or medical?
Medical. Had it not been for paradise, should be alive today.
I need to finally tell my story.
Are you a dangerous man?
Big Girls Wanted, Escaping Paradise, an ID documentary event. Premieres June 10th on ID.
Now, I know some of you may be asking, has Rosie ever been to this paradise house? Has she ever been involved with that predatory man? No. No. Why was Rosie up there crying like she was one of the victims? Rosie, what's happening? And I believe what's being shared, these experiences are really important to hear. I just don't fully understand where Rosie fits in. Why? Because she's supposed to be some authority on feederism, all that. Like, bitch, any way that Rosie could shed them tears, rewrite history. When I tell you I'm going to be locked in and I'm going to be paying attention to Nikki T, I'm going to be paying attention to Aren't You Exhausted? I'm going to be paying attention to a lot of the creators who know her lore. I'll be listening to every single word. I don't care if that's petty. I don't care if it's nitpicking. I don't give a fuck what it is. But bitch, what are you doing? Before we continue to this, I want to bring attention to someone. Yaba, first of all, for those who don't know, first of all, Yaba, thank you. This is very generous. Happy birthday to one of the best creators in this space. I hope it was amazing and you have the best year yet. Thank you for everything you do. Yaba, thank you so much. But genuinely, happy birthday to you. Can y'all please tag the fuck out of Yaba and wish her a great birthday? I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope you have an amazing year too. And let 2026 for you, Yaba, be a year to remind you why you survived 2025 and all that fuck shit. I hope this year you continue to laugh, enjoy your community, and your platform keeps growing, bitch. Happy birthday. And thank you. Thank you. The fuck? Girl, it's your birthday. Shit. And I know a few of them out there mad. I will be signing up for one of your upgraded tiers very soon. I got you. Shit. I want trading cards too. But yeah, happy birthday for real, boo. Please enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll get back to the rest of the support in a second, y'all. I got y'all. Now, so that was the trailer. And I'm just like, Rosie, why are you here? Genuinely, why are you here? Will I be tuned in? Absolutely. But why is she here? Now, there was someone who wasn't too happy with the trailer. They felt a little played, and that's Zeal the Dreamer. But before I get into that, this was Rosie's comment underneath the trailer. I'm so excited to see the final product. Thank you for telling this important story. I'm glad I got to be a part of telling it. What part was Rosie going to tell if she's never been a part of the Paradise house? But I haven't watched. Maybe there's something she brings, some information that maybe she knew outside of being a fucking feedie and still engaging in that type of behavior till this day, in my opinion. Maybe that's what it is. We will see. But Zio was not happy. And shout out to Discord, because when I tell you Discord, no matter the thread, y'all are on it. And every time y'all tag me in something that I didn't notice, I appreciate y'all so much. So Zio was on Instagram very, very unhappy. So this is what Zio had to say on Instagram earlier today after the trailer dropped. I have no words. I was told this was going to be about something completely different. I feel used and I'm nervous about what they used of mine for this documentary series. I nor do my friends deserve this, especially with Shay passing. We're grieving. And for those who don't know, Shay is a young lady who was living in that Paradise home who recently passed. I did hear a bit about her. I didn't follow the story completely, but I was aware that one of the ladies who was within that home died recently. And of course, she was extremely morbidly obese like the rest, because that's, the main criteria to be in that home. Now, underneath Zio's Instagram post was Emily, Tommy, Amberlynn's girl. Let me bring that up. Tommy wrote, "The way my jaw dropped when I saw Rosie." Emily, what are you doing here? And for anyone who didn't know, Emily used to send whatever those rewards and stuff are on TikTok. I forgot what they're called because I don't watch TikTok enough. But she used to send, pretty much gifts and stuff to Zeal the Dreamer. Now, let's take a listen to what Zeal the Dreamer had to say. I'm a bit confused with why she's upset, but she had a message for her supporters. This was the quick Instagram message that she put up.
Make a nice, can't even speak. Make a nice coffee with me while we debrief on what the fuck is about. What the fuck
is about to transpire. What the fuck is about to happen? Going in with stock iced coffee, espresso, dark, unsweet, Kroger hazelnut. This tastes like booty ass. So we're gonna mix this in with some of the facility's milk. Let go. All I'm gonna say is that I signed an NDA, and I think that stands for Never Disappoint April. And I don't know who the fuck April is, so I don't think what I'm gonna say goes against any NDA. But something's about to come out, and I think it's horrible timing with our friend Shay. You guys know her as Shay. Shayna has passed away. I think it's horrible timing, and it's scary. And what I mean by scary, going in with 2 sugars, what I mean by scary, I don't mean like I'm scared, because I ain't scared of anybody but my God above. Second of all, it's just that whatever is about to come out was before Shayna's passing. And now things are changing. Now, I don't know. And I just want to prepare for my viewers, because I do have people that enjoy watching me. I do have people that love me. I do have people that support me. Don't view me differently. Don't judge me. I'm so confused. Before we continue this, what is it that Zio said while cameras and lights are pointed at her, signed a contract? What is it that she said that she's worried about coming out? This was just last year. What? I'm confused. What is Zio trying to get ahead of? I'm very confused. She's been in the corner of the internet that she's been in for a while, in and out of the hospital, still fat as fuck. I mean, what is it that's going to be in this documentary that is so different from her thoughts today that she's reacting like this? Girl, anyways, let her continue.
You're gonna find out things about me. You're gonna know things about me. I'm doing my best. This is hard for everyone. So please be mindful. Please be respectful. And don't ask stupid questions.
Well, hopefully she didn't say anything stupid. I'm confused. I think I would be watching my words when I know cameras are pointing at me, and chances are there might be a lot of eyes on this. What? Don't ask stupid questions, bitch. Did you say something stupid? What is it that she said? I'm confused. Are you dumb or are you stupid?
That's all. I don't think what I'm asking for is huge. I'm asking you just to be, respectful to me, to my friends. We are grieving, and this is, I don't think it's going to be something insane. I don't think it's going to go viral. I don't think it's going to be global, but you get to see a little bit more of the plus size community, may I say. Of course, I got to taste it with you. Just bitter. Yikes. Okay, bye.
And I understand they're grieving. Their friend recently passed. And I don't mean to sound insensitive, but there's no other way to say this. That was inevitable with one of the women in that house. That man specifically targets and goes after people of specific sizes. We're not meant to be that big. So that outcome was going to happen at some point. Unfortunately, it happened for their friend. This lifestyle is what it is. This lifestyle. That's why she'd be in and out of the fucking hospital and right back to eating the way she is. Y'all saw how much sugar she was putting in that fucking coffee? Like, please. I'm just like, and then she's like, actually right here. Like T. Graham said, how you gonna ask for grace and then say don't ask stupid questions? I'm already pissed. Exactly. Not only was I watching because I'm gonna watch because I want to hear the backstories. Obviously, I'm tuning in to hear how dramatic and stupid Rosie sounds. Now I want to hear what Zio says. You dumb bitch. What did you say that you also regret now? Saying no to this project was an option. Was an option. She can do her social media stuff, and then this place, HBO, the ID network hits her up, and she's like, that's a little too much for me. No, thank you. Let me just stay in my little corner. That was an option. The fuck? I'm just so confused on what's so different about this trailer. What was her understanding? Maybe after the series starts, maybe she'll explain a bit more about what she's so fucking confused about. The hell? And Emily, yo nasty ass. Like, use a sock account. Ew. Like, geez, she's always in something. Always in something. And of course, she's gonna be pulled up. And Remy, if you were listening into Rosie's stream from earlier, Remy just sounded so proud, like a fucking proud feeder. Anyways, just a mess, y'all. Just a mess. I'm just like, what is happening? What is in this documentary that she's so concerned about? And Rosie's just so giddy because, this is a bigger platform for Rosie. She's excited. Now, I do wonder if they're gonna like flash her social media across, the bottom, like a title to like boost her or whatever. I'm excited. I'm excited to see. Because, when they search, say if a new viewer, someone who watches the series searches Rosie, not only do they find Rosie, they find Nikki T, they find Scarletter, they find Aren't You Exhausted? And hopefully they find the newest gem that I've been introduced to, Quirky Moments. And for anyone who was confused about Quirky Moments because I didn't link them, they're linked in the description today. So please check them out. They've been hitting milestone after milestone after milestone. Y'all, that video I was referring to is almost at 20,000 views. Like, they did their thing. Quirky Moments, baby, you did your thing. When I tell you I'm ready for the next and next, I know that's like a bit much for me, especially because I'm not up here like that, but still, Quirky Moments did, oof, I'm excited. I'm excited. Here's the truth. You know how Rosie came into the space looking for attention? She thought she was going to get a different type of attention. With this documentary and the fact that more people are going to be tuning in to Rosie, she might be getting more than she bargained for. And I'm not completely caught up, but even Yaba is tapping into Rosie soon. Baby, when I tell you, I know Jordy just started tapping into Rosie. Yaba's about to be tapping into Rosie. And obviously all you guys who like paved the way and helping us fill in the gaps when it comes to her lore. Amberlynn who? Amberlynn's still on TikTok begging people to buy her cameos and shit and doing this weird drama shit with those losers over from the LCU, the ex-LCU. Amberlynn who? Rosie. Welcome home, boo. Welcome home. I don't know why she ever asked for that fucking attention. She is so dumb. So dumb. But hey, I love that for her. What I'm going to do is get into some of the support. And then you know how I do, I break it up because I want to make sure we get into all of this. Because this is the stream from, again, last week where Rosie was, me and Rosie, complaining, doing the same song and dance. And of course, complaining about her pain and all these things. And then through a tantrum, she had like back-to-back attitudes during that stream. If you're in that much pain, or you're that upset, just don't stream. Don't stream, please. But let me get into some of this support and we're gonna get right into it. I'm really excited for this documentary because I don't think it's gonna be what Rosie expects, but she's proven time and time again she's like actually really stupid. So it is what it is. Sounds like you problem. Thank you. Remember to like the stream. 1 like equals 1 more grape salad. Equals 1 more grape salad. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sounds like you problem. Listen, her and that damn girl. Did y'all watch Zach's video, by the way? If you haven't, please. Zach tapped into like recreating some of the girls' recipes. And that's one of my favorite type of videos from Zach. So make sure y'all tap into that. And because it sounds like you problem, you just reminded me What I'm wearing on my eyes today, and yeah, I wore blue intentionally because Rosie does that ugly blue look in the stream. I'm using my Danessa Myricks Light Work 7 palette. You guys are familiar with this palette if you've been watching me for a while. So this is what I'm using, and I went in with that same blue. The blue is probably, yeah, more than likely my favorite from this palette. But I went in with this blue here. I was gonna go in with this too in the inner corner, but I just kept it simple. I was just like, let me just keep it simple. But yeah, I went in with this, and sorry, I love this palette. Love, love, love this palette. I did blend, and for anyone wondering, or for anyone who did watch Rosie stream when she was doing her makeup and all the steps that she did skip. I just want to make sure you're aware. I did wash my face beforehand. I did not use sweat as primer. I did not take foundation off my shirt and put it on my face. I like my skin to look a certain way. So I just want to make sure you're at ease and know that I didn't actually follow those dirty ass steps that girl was doing. Because I'm just like, girl, and you watch Jaclyn Hill. When did you see Jaclyn Hill do this? I know Jaclyn Hill has talked about washing her face, but it's Rosie. Let's see. Spicy Ginger, thank you for 5 months. What do you think is Remy grooming Rosie into? Here's the thing with Remy. I think the person who's going to get played the most in this situation, because it will eventually end, is actually going to be Remy. Remy has a specific type. He found it in Rosie, but just never forget how calculated and manipulative Rosie is. I could be wrong, obviously. I could be wrong. Can't tell the future for sure, but I genuinely believe Remy will be played the most in the end. Yeah, so that's what I believe. And thank you again for 5 months. Thank you, boo. Losura, thank you. Also back in my fingerless glove era, but this time it's compression gloves for work. LOL. Listen, do what you gotta do, boo. Do what you gotta do. I'm telling y'all, you know what I love? And thank you so much, Losura. Oh, by the way, Losura, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how fake and phony I am. You know how I've been tapped into these fingerless gloves, right? How about I sat my ass here without them? The reason I rushed and grabbed them is because I saw your super chat say fingerless gloves, and I looked at my hands and I was like, oh, let me go get these. What the hell am I doing? This is now part of the channel, until we find something else. So Losura, thank you for the reminder. For anyone new, yes, these are inspired by Remy. And you know what? He was on the money. These are comfortable. Remy was on the money. So thank you, Losura. Jerry, I saw this and it made me so happy. Everybody listen up. Just want to share my excitement. I'm boarding a plane for the first time in a few hours at 32 years old. Never had the opportunity because I grew up poor. If you're in a hard place right now, it gets better. Jerry, I hope you have a safe flight. I hope you enjoy your trip. And may this be one of many to come. Shout out to you, Jerry. I hope you really enjoy yourself. And when you come back, because you're going to come back, go enjoy yourself. The mess will still be here. When you come back, I hope to hear about your trip. So shout out to you, Jerry. I love that. I love that. Oh my God. I saw that and I was like, okay. Let me see. Media After Midnight. Thank you so much. Hey, Charlie, I've been watching you. I've been watching since 2018. And today I finally took the plunge to start a YouTube channel and editing my first video right now. Love your content and thank you for inspiring me. Media After. Actually, I need to take this. Hopefully, this is your channel. I want to look out for you. I love following creators, especially at the beginning of their journey. I would love to follow you. Thank you so much. Thank you for telling me. And also remember, if you do use Twitter, feel free to reach out to me there, preferably Discord if you can. But if you have any questions, hit me. I'm not saying like I know everything, but you know what I mean. Like, I appreciate you. Thank you, and good luck. You got this. Remember, just even if it's once a week, shoot, twice a month, your schedule, just you will get better. And don't compare yourself to other creators. They might have been doing it for a while. You will find your own like rhythm and style and it will be yours. You know what I mean? So good luck on your editing journey and keep it up. Stay consistent. You got this. Let me see. Just Jamie, thank you. I'm going to need her to stop with the autoimmune crap. Just Jamie, it's tiring. It's tiring. It's so tiring. Her blood work showed inflammation, and the most common reason is obesity. Let's read that again. Her blood work showed inflammation, and the most common reason is obesity. Rosie, shut the fuck up. Sign someone with chronic pain that's beyond my control. Here's the thing. Rosie keeps doing this thing, and thank you again, Judge Jimmy. Rosie keeps doing this thing like, oh, I got this manage. It's not because I'm fat. It's not this. I understand this. I understand that. How is she so sure that her weight isn't the main factor behind that pain if she's been fat as fuck this whole time? I can understand if she lost like a significant amount of weight because she's like what in the 550s, damn near 600. Honestly, the bitch looked close to 700. But let's just say maybe like 3 years ago, she was like maybe like, I don't know, like 400 pounds. And now she's, up to almost 700. I could understand because she would know the difference. She would have experienced a few hundred pounds down. But you've been fat as fuck for how many years? Damn near your whole life. When's the last time Rosie has been even under 400 pounds? Oh, I know this is not the case. How do you know? Fat as fuck is your only lived experience. I'm confused. Like, oh, it's not this. No, you're fat. You're fat as fuck. And one of the reasons that I'm happy I use my voice the way that I do, I don't care if people don't like my delivery, it's because not only am I still fat as fuck, I used to be even bigger. The pain Rosie is referring to sounds very familiar with what I used to go through when I was over 400 pounds. For anyone who's been watching me for a while, I used to have to get steroid shots in my back because I couldn't walk for long. The pain, the shooting pain I used to get all the time, it was a lot. To the point my fat ass had to stop working because I ended up being housebound. And you'd be surprised how much of the pain went away when I was losing weight. I know, shocking. I know, sounds crazy. One of the reasons I don't use my dishwasher is because I'm so happy I could stand to wash my dishes. That's dead ass the reason I use it. That's the reason I don't use it. If I have a few people over, then I use it because it's a lot. But when it's just me, I just stand there and wash my dishes. Because at one point I couldn't stand more than 2 minutes. A big factor, I'm not saying it's the only, a big factor, and dare I say majority of the reason that Rosie has the pain that she has is because she's fat as fuck. She is super morbidly obese and she wants to continue making excuses because she's a lazy bum ass bitch. Be a lazy bum ass bitch. Be that. If that's the life she chooses, be that. But when she wants to sit on a public platform in front of thousands of people and make these stupid ass excuses, I don't need a PhD to say, bitch, your weight plays a huge part in it. Shut the fuck up. Either do something about it or don't. Do something or don't. Switch the topic. Talk about pop culture. Shit, they were talking about music for a while. Talk about music. Because if she's going on and on talking about music, pop culture, it would be a little odd to be like, oh, girl, you still big as hell. Well, that's not the topic. We talking about pop culture. We're talking about Olandria's new collab. But no. And I want to sit there and continue and complain. Shut the fuck up. Anyways. Sounds like you from. Thank you. Love the blue sapphire look. Thank you. P.S. You still short. Android. Thank you, boo. Thank you. Sid, thank you for 18 months. Is this your sleep token concert look? Could you imagine? What would that look like? Could y'all imagine one day I just vlog and go to a sleep? By the way, I don't listen to the band. That would be really dumb on my part. But could you imagine? Oh, you know what else would really help even in her quality of life if Rosie was to focus on her health and lose some weight? Imagine Rosie being able to walk and enjoy and get to a Sleep Token concert. Imagine. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care if it sounds like a flex, it sounds like I'm bragging. For the years that I was really neglecting my health, stuck in the house, even going somewhere like Walmart was tough. It was tough. It put I was a burden to my family. They didn't use the word, but I was a burden. It is what it is. They would have to drop me in front of the store. It has to be one of the Walmarts that have benches inside so I could sit down because I couldn't walk for long. All of that. I'm still morbidly obese. Nowhere near the over 400 pounds that I used to be. One of the reasons I keep trying and I keep going and I keep trying to continue to lose this weight is because of the trip I'm taking in a couple of months. I'm going on another international trip with my close friends. We do an international trip every year now, and we've been doing it for years. Going from not being able to walk through Walmart to going to different countries to traveling with my friends, being able to walk through whatever fucking airport and be just fine is worth it. I'd rather live my life out here, even with the stresses of life and having moments where I could go on vacation. I can enjoy my time with friends. I'm not a burden to people. That's why it's worth it. Because for a long time, when I was at home, stuck at home, housebound, I was just watching people live their life through the TV, watching watching MTV, watching VH1. Did I enjoy the mess? Yeah. But would I have liked to leave my home and maybe go talk about the mess, say at dinner, say walking down the street, walking at a park or something? Yeah, but I didn't have that because what I did to myself and the pain that my body was in, I did that to me. And even though I can like definitely relate to some of the struggles that Rosie's referring to, one thing I knew better to do is to sit my fucking fat ass on the internet and continue making excuse after excuse like, hi guys, another pain day while I go and eat this Domino's that I just ordered with them Cinesticks, but another pain day. No, it's not just that. Like, shut the fuck up. It's not that there's some viewers who can't understand what she goes through, because there's a lot of us that are morbidly obese. Maybe not as big as her, but still. I was having my struggles at 400 pounds. Shit, Amber fucking still kicking at 6. You know what I mean? So everybody's different, but like the constant excuses, that's why nobody give a fuck what you're talking about. Like, oh, I get judged. You should. You should. Her story ain't new. Get the fuck out of here. Spiteful Pinky Jean, thank you. Fuck Roz, that part. I have MS. I worked 50 or more hours each week, have a husband, 2 dogs, and a spotless house. Oh, and I'm also not a 600-pound biatch. That. I feel better, love. I feel better. Love you, dear. No problem, boo. And that's the thing that Rosie will not accept. There are a lot of viewers who can relate to the pain that she's referring to and still got to push through. They don't get to sit online and collect some little super chats or whatever and dry bag and then drop hints to their fucking feeder boyfriend as a way to get through life while living under their parents' roof. So yeah, she may be going through pain, which I think is true. The reasoning she's still delusional about and want to keep lying about, but that don't mean people got to feel bad for her, have to have sympathy or show grace. For what? What has that done? She got enough enablers. Why she want a whole group of strangers online to enable her too? No, please. That grace ain't for her. It's reserved for people who deserve it. How about that? Fuck out of here. Glam, thank you. This seems like a documentary about a sad topic. It's annoying how happy Rosie is about being in it. She got a bigger platform. That's all she ever wanted. Thank you, Glam. Why do you think she's always so giddy to go on these podcasts? She wants a bigger platform. She wants eyes on her. I don't know what Rosie's idea of an end goal is. I don't know if she wants like a show to be like maybe like a D-list celebrity, but she's quick to go on these platforms because she wants the attention. And even the little bit of attention she has now, she can't handle. What does she think's going to happen on a bigger platform? Let's just say this does blow up and it brings a wave of people. How is she supposed to handle that? She can't even handle this little bit of attention. Is it growing? Sure. But the fuck? It's so weird. Like she wants eyes on her so bad. And she got it. So let's see where it goes. Let me see. Kai, I'm gonna mess up your name, so I'm gonna say Kai. Hi, I'm another silent viewer, and I wanted to say I love your streams and that I graduated vet school this weekend. Please, y'all tag Kai. I'm obviously saying Kai's name wrong. I'm sorry. Please tag Kai in the comments. Congratulations, boo. Congratulations. Cheers to your new season, your new chapter. You got this. I love hearing y'all in these accomplishments. It means a lot. Like, And for those who may have missed it, it was either the last stream or the stream before last. These messages here, and Kai, I hope you know, this includes you, even though you're sharing it today. There was a viewer that came in and shared with everyone that they signed up to go back to school because of those messages. Y'all, because I told you I don't have a degree. Y'all constantly coming in here talking about what you're working towards, talking about how far you are, talking about what you're looking forward to. Inspired a viewer to go get back in school. So shout out to y'all. That's one of the reasons I love those messages. I'm going to get to Denzel and then I'm going to get started on the stream. And you guys know I go back and forth, so I'll definitely get to y'all. Denzel, welcome to the Gold Cluster Boo. Let me get this pulled up and then I will get started. Hold on. YouTube, stop pissing me off. And it better not be Spectrum because I'll curse. You are supreme, so get in the Discord. Keep in mind, it's in the Discord. We'll be watching the documentary, but we watch a lot of other stuff too. So get in there if you're comfortable. Let me see. Oh, actually, let me get Just Jamie too. That parasocial weirdo was probably in DMs with several people in that documentary. She likely felt that made her some type of expert on it. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And she already mentioned she's still communicates, I guess, with some of the women. So you can only imagine what that's like. As if her patterns were to change, please. I just the giddiness from Rosie's last stream just proves exactly what she's after. It's just like, girl, this was not a good thing. And this is also the same Rosie who gets upset when people bring up her past, especially her being a feedie and being in feederism. What's this documentary going to spark? What conversation does she think that's going to spark? I'm confused. She gets upset if you bring up her past that was public, but she's using an even bigger platform. Oh yeah, to be a victim to, and I really hope she doesn't talk about that chocolate cake incident and the way she tried to phrase that whole thing. So we'll see. We will see. Because here's the thing, when it comes to the ID network, HBO, all these platforms, they're not your friends. Just because they have you in a series, they're not your friends. If this gets big enough and people who maybe she spoke about want to start responding, who's to say there's not a part 2 or a spinoff? That's what Rosie don't get. This can go so many different ways. Then what? Y'all, I'm going to get to the rest of the support later on in the stream. I want to get started on, because 47 minutes, not too bad. I want to get started on the stream from last week when Rosie's in pain once again, piss poor attitude, all of that. And speaking of, we're going to get to that. Did y'all see Rosie's haul? The Sam's haul? I think it was Sam's where her mom did the groceries. I have only one clip from that stream in here, but we're going to go over that. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be Friday. I mean, it'll be Saturday. I am a big bag. I have clearly bought family size things. I have never seen the size of those chip bags ever in my life. And I'm like, maybe I wasn't paying attention to Costco and Sam's when I used to go. Because honestly, when I think about it, I don't know if I ever actually bought chips from them. I would buy a lot of meat and shit. But when I saw the size of those bags, keep in mind, Rosie's a big bitch, right? Huge. The bags were so big compared to Rosie. I said, oh, and honestly, I was side-eyeing the mom because I'm like, this is part of the problem. Why are you buying those big ass bags? Don't get me wrong. I love me some Smart Ones, and the cheddar and caramel bag, that the popcorn bag, I've eaten those too. Enjoy them. But when I saw the size of them bags, I'm like, your daughter guards the kitchen as her full-time job. She rolls around and fucks up your floors. You hear what she sounds like. You know she's diabetic. And you're buying these back. Okay. That is crazy. But let's get into it. Because oh well.
Okay, I haven't even eaten yet, and I somehow already got food on me. That's honestly impressive. All right, this is a very impromptu live. I'm just gonna get this set up and wait for people to arrive. Hello. It's been quite a few days for me, to be honest with you guys. I don't want to give them any attention. I don't even know what's going on there.
Of course, during playback, I don't know who she's referring to because whoever that was, she must have deleted the comment. But I know this might sound like shocking, but let's just say there's a comment in chat right now that I don't like. I can keep speaking, not bring attention to it while just silencing it. I know it sounds crazy. But that's literally an option. I don't know. Well, actually, I do. She's dumb. I don't know sometimes why I even question it. These bitches are dumb.
So anyway. I don't care. They're just doing what they need to do to make money. So today's live is gonna be chill. My mom made what I lovingly refer to as white people Chinese food night. So we have some boxed orange chicken and egg rolls cooked in the oven. My mom made some white rice. I actually have some bao buns. I want to steam in the microwave real quick because my brother hasn't tried them yet. It looks like she also made her hash brown casserole. So like today's a vibe. All right, guys. So just to be transparent, I wanted to go live for a little bit. This might be a bit of a shorter live. It's been a rough few days for me. If you follow me on Instagram, you might be somewhat aware because I kind of did like a low key vlog in my IG story the other day, but like not really a vlog. It was just me documenting how I was feeling that particular day. Because I have been in a pretty significant pain flare.
I wonder, with her talking about the pain more consistently, I wonder if it has to do with the weight gain that is very visible. Very, very visible. As time has gone on, her neck has gotten shorter and shorter and disappeared more and more. Again, not a doctor, but just stating what I think is obvious. But it's Rosie.
Today was a bit better, but there's been a lot of stress happening in my life, and so I'm just coping. I hope that all of you guys are having a good day, and yeah. So I really want to have some of this hash brown casserole.
We'll be going over more of her food later on in the stream, but just know, and if by any chance anyone is new to Rosie, new to me, just know Rosie is diabetic. Just remember that.
I'm starving because I part of the stress for today is like I haven't eaten, and it's 4:30, which whatever, and I've been up for like at least 5 hours, so I really do need to eat. So here's the question: am I gonna play with makeup or do my nails? Because I can't do both.
I remember when she first said this, I thought to myself, why not? Why can't you do both? You're unemployed, you're a bum. You have all the time in the world. And at least that would be her not making food and eating on stream, even though she does eat on this stream. But you get my point? Why not? And then here she goes with the pain and stuff. And she talks about how the nails sometimes, can hinder you, which is true. But it could slow you down. But I don't see Rosie really doing much anyways. She's actually the perfect person to wear fake nails, even if they're long. What the fuck does she do? And I know she already struggles with reaching to wipe her ass anyway, so it's not going to stop nothing there. So, bitch, you don't do nothing. You're actually the perfect person to wear fake nails. What does she do?
I don't know if I'm in the mood to deal with having nails because my pain's been a lot, and having nails can just make my life a little more annoying. I could play around with makeup for a little bit, but that's the thing. Do I want to? My hair looks like shit.
It looks like shit all the time. And even though this may be nitpicking, it's just something that I don't like in other creators, especially creators like Rosie. This is her only form of income. This is what she wants to be her job. Why does she constantly come on stream unprepared? I don't know what I want to do today. Plan out your week, you dumb bitch. Plan out your week. It's not that hard. Plan out the content. She could say, "Hey, Monday, I want this to be the topic." Um, Say if she wanted to crochet or some shit, like Monday I'll crochet and we could talk about a topic. Tuesday I'll do my makeup and maybe we could talk about a movie. Let's just say she really wanted to grow a solid community, right? Hear me out. On one day, she could talk about maybe a movie, a show, right? Say, hey, this show is coming out. Like, for example, in Discord, we're watching Summer House. On Tuesday, the reunion, the first part, I think there will be multiple parts. The first reunion will be on Tuesday. I'm sitting here today, right? On Thursday saying, hey, on Tuesday, we got the reunion. So on Wednesday, when I go live, I'm speaking as if I was Rosie. When I go live, let's talk about the reunion. Let's talk about Summer House. Let's talk about Wes bitch ass. Can't stand his ass. Let's talk about dragging him while I do my makeup. Look at that. That's a plan. So when she comes on stream, hey y'all ready to talk about the reunion? Did you see Wes? How many times did you curse him out and his mama under your breath? Like, I'm not saying she speaks like that, but you get my point. There's a plan. It's that simple. Instead of sitting there with her big ass head, I don't know what I want to do. Should I do my makeup? Should I do my nails? Should I cook something? Should I eat something? Of course, I'm going to eat something. Yeah. The fuck? Stupid.
Okay. Then I'm going to need a minute because I'm going to need to pull out the fold-up table and pull everything out. I also need to use the restroom. So consider this your intermission. If you're sitting here live, go get yourself some water, stand up and stretch, go to the bathroom, do a little something for yourself. I don't know. Did I already say make a snack? You can make a snack. If you want to get set up to do something, do that. If it's the replay, skip forward. I'll be back. It may take me like a few minutes to get set up, so just bear with me on that front. I'm gonna flip the camera.
She got a lot of nerve, by the way, before we get to this. She got a lot of nerve suggesting, mind you, I suggest the same things, but I also can do them. But she got to learn, do this, do that. Bitch, when your mama was there, you were telling her to do all those things. If Rosie can convince her mama to go to the bathroom for her, she would have. Every little thing. Oh, do you mind getting this? Get your big ass up and do it yourself. Do it yourself. And wait until we go over that grocery haul, whether it be tomorrow or Saturday. Wait until we go over that grocery haul. I'm the same. Like if I do grocery shopping with my mom or someone else in my family, we unpack together. 9 times out of 10, if it's like, see, when me and my siblings, we're going back and forth from the bag to the fridge. If it's my mom, she sits there because, she's older. And, I do everything. That's no problem. But it's just like, when she was doing that, I also thought to myself, wow, I never thought about it, but chances are Rosie probably doesn't even help bring in the bags from the car. I don't know why it dawned on me on that stream, but I'm like, she barely moves out of that seat. She will literally point and ask her mom to get something for her. Who is helping with the groceries from the fucking car? Not Rosie. Of course not. Not with all those pain flares and the pain she has in her fucking hands. I couldn't with a bitch like that. I couldn't. Even as one of my siblings, I couldn't. Now, what she does here, she goes to get like her makeup, and another reason why being prepared would be nice, because if she knew she was doing her makeup for that stream, she would have had the setup already ready to go. Just a thought, just a thought. But listen to how frustrated Rosie is, because it'll be a black screen. Listen to how frustrated she is simply just having to move her body and get things. It's one of the reasons why I know she's one of the laziest bitches on this platform. Why do you sound so frustrated just grabbing some makeup? Movement makes you that upset? Doing things yourself makes you that upset? You're a weird, lazy bitch. Listen to this. I trimmed it down, but keep in mind she was gone for about 10 minutes. But I trimmed it down to like less than a minute.
Let me see. Oh my God. What the fuck?
What is she saying that to? Like, girl, calm down. Keep in mind, yes, she put on the black screen. She didn't mute.
Wait, is my phone charged enough for this? No? God damn it.
I want to remind y'all, it was like this for about 10 minutes. I trimmed it down. It took Rosie, again, about 10 minutes to grab the makeup. And then later on, it made sense too because she went to go take a shit and she didn't wash her hands.
Just unplug this. Grab this. Grab. Alright, sorry guys. That took forever.
I have never sounded that winded going to do things around my home. No. And even though I don't talk about my home or any of that, it's 2 levels. I have to go downstairs to do things. I'll be damned if I sound this winded.
And I need to grab one more thing. Still can't find what I was looking for. I don't know how long that was, but that took longer than I wanted it to.
It was about 10 minutes. Just want to repeat that.
All right. Hi. I did. I'm sorry. Oh, hi. Oh, it's so hot. Oh. I hate the heat.
I just want to point this out. I live in Florida as well. And I've mentioned this before. Rosie and I actually live not too far from one another. Has Florida been hot? Yes. There's a reason I take my walks early in the morning. Because by about 9, 10 a.m., we're heading straight into the 80s and higher. So I try to take my walks when I still got the option of seeing the 70s. I don't even sound like this coming back from my walks. Don't get me wrong. I be sweating because it's still hot. But no. She walked around her home. She didn't do laps around her home. She walked inside her home from one room to the other. She sat down, turned that. It's just so hot. Girl. And it's not the weight? No, it's not. Okay. When I tell you it gotta be early in the morning, especially in Florida. One time I got ahead of myself. Let me tell you, one time I got ahead of myself. And you guys know how I like to go to the Riverwalk. Now I do it in my neighborhood for the most part. But even when I used to go to the Riverwalk, one day I got ahead of myself and took a walk at 1 p.m. on a hot Florida summer day. I will never be that dumb ever again. And I know there are people who take walks in the afternoon, early afternoon. I'm not built like y'all. My skin ain't built like y'all. I'm not originally from Florida. I'm originally from Connecticut. And I know I've been here for years, but it was one of the dumbest things I ever did. And it wasn't like a 30-minute walk. I had dedicated the time with my friend for us to go on a 5-mile walk at 1 p.m. in Florida in the summer. Never be as dumb as me. By mile 2, I literally wanted to jump in front of a car. Why did I do this? And it wasn't because I can't handle the walk. I could walk for miles. The sun was whooping my ass, whooping the fuck out of me that day. I said, oh, you got ahead of yourself, girl. Don't do it, y'all. If you visit Florida, please take your walks in the morning. Please take your walks. If you're built like that, then just disregard everything I just said. Never again. Back to Rosie.
I'm not sure about lip, so here's what I know I want to use today. So, I'm gonna start with, my new moisturizer's in my room. I'm not getting up again. Sorry.
We've been new. I just When she said this, I'm like, yeah, of course she's not gonna get up. Her mom wasn't home at the time. But if I forgot something and I really need it, I'm just gonna say, hold on, guys, maybe put on a break and go get it. But, but standing up for her and moving her body.
I'm not doing it. No, nope, nope. I'm getting back. I've been back on a medication for a minute, and it just tears my tummy up. So
She's referring to the diabetes meds that she started. I think she started it about 2-ish weeks ago. But yeah, that's what she's talking about.
I had to address that as well. That's another reason I took so long. So someone was asking me the last time I was talking about my makeup, like when I did my makeup. This is the Cover FX Power Play. I was right. I get it in the shade G10.
Now, pay close attention to this here. And I want to point out there have been times that I talk about products that I'm wearing, and you guys in chat have had to tell me, hey, don't forget they're no longer in business. And it's something that either completely escaped me or I actually didn't know they were out of business. So you guys telling me that, I get to now, inform you guys, correct myself, and thank you guys like, oh shit, I didn't know. Damn. Like now I gotta have to find a different, a different brand that offers something similar. Whatever, right? It never turned into this. And Rosie has this thing of like throwing these little attitudes and then being confused when someone criticizes her. Someone tells you, hey, like, and then they were also trying to make sure they like warn her, like, expired makeup, stuff like that. Her skin already don't look the best. Like she needs all the help that she can get. You don't want, to fuck up your skin even more. And the way she responded to that viewer was so rude. I'm like, what was that for? Listen to this.
And it's a little pale for me, to be fair. But I like to put this on, and then I use my contour and my blush and other stuff to add color back. Cover FX isn't a brand anymore. That's depressing. But it's not spoiled. It doesn't break me out or cause me any problems. So, anywho, yeah. Panther, I'm gonna be very blunt. I don't have the budget to care about expiration dates. If you do, congratulations. Anyway.
Why did she say that like that? If they're telling her, like, try to make sure you replace that or whatever, what? Oh, if you got it, I don't. Well, no shit, you unemployed bum. The fuck? Get a job. If you got it, good for you. We're talking about makeup here, possibly expired makeup. And even though she removed those comments, I was watching in real time. That person wasn't being like mean like that. I was just like, ew. That's why you in pain and you broke, fucking bum. Can't even pick a. Anyways, don't get me started. Like that little attitude had irked me. I was just like, what the fuck what's wrong with you?
Moving on. So this is some kind of fake makeup primer. What was hurtful?
Look at how she's looking at the chat. So she's reading the comment, right? She was already just rude unnecessarily. Now they're saying, hey, that was hurtful. What was hurtful? The fuck? Like what you on about? Now they're saying, hey, that was hurtful. And she got that stank ass attitude. But it's the same attitude she'd have if somebody actually responded, hey, you fat bitch, I was just looking out for you. You're already big as fuck. I just didn't want you to have bad skin or break out or something. They didn't say that. They could have, right? Then I'd understand the whole like, the fuck? I'd understand that. Like, damn. But no, that response right there is one of the reasons people don't even bother being nice to her to begin with.
What? You didn't do anything to me. Anyway.
And then the rolling of the eyes. And I want to stay right here. Look at her face. Look at that big ass face. Look at that non-existent neck. Well, you can't look. So look at the chin that's laying on it. The big, huge. See, that's why I don't feel bad. That's why when people, or you're so mean, I don't give a fuck. Who is it that I'm being mean to? These bitches? Good. Or you're a bully. Who am I bullying? Trash people? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like, stupid. Look at this big ass face. Fucking nerve. Fucking nerve. Rosie, just like Chantel, you could never really sit here and actually drag me or make me feel some type of way about myself. Or you're mean, you're this, you're that. These fucking big ass bitches could barely walk. You're winded going from the bathroom back to your living room, both of them. Where did Rosie go? Maybe her bedroom, her bathroom, maybe? And you're winded, and now you can't get back up. You forgot something. We see what Chantel sounds like. We see and we hear what that bitch sounds like by simply standing up. Both of them stuck in fucking chairs. Get that together before you sit there and give somebody a fucking attitude. Rolling your eyes. Bitch, roll your ass into a gym. Roll your ass onto a treadmill. Don't roll your eyes. Roll your body. Move. Stupid. See, at least I'm not the one in the chat. Because a bitch like me, I'm just dragging you. I'd get blocked within 24 hours. But that's why I'm happy I have a platform. For y'all in chat who keep getting blocked by this big ass bitch, big dirty sweaty bitch, that's why we're here. Pick your favorite reactor. We drag them. Because she can't block us and silence us. Big ass. Rude as fuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not what I was trying to do, but okay. I'm not fighting with you on this. I was just making a comment. I'm sorry if it offended you. That wasn't my intention.
You know, no, I obviously don't believe the apology is fake as fuck. But even if you're going to fake an apology, let's make it more believable. Stop rubbing the fucking fat ass chins in your neck. Sit there, readdress what it is that the viewer was upset about, and then offer the apology. Like, you couldn't at least do that.
I'm not getting into this. Back and forth. I'm not doing it.
She shouldn't have offered that fake ass apology. That would actually upset me more if I was the viewer.
I wasn't assuming anything about you. I was speaking in a generality, and I just don't have the energy for this.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When I first watched this, it upset me. I have edited this and I thought I got a lot of it out of my system, but this watching it again, even though yes, I edit this and I've watched it more than once now, I'm still annoyed. I'm still annoyed. It's that attitude. It's ooh. I hate bitches like this. I do. I can't stand bitches like this. Oh, I'm laughing, so I'm not up here cursing and just talking crazy reckless. I'm just gonna have to laugh this off because the nerve of this fat bitch. Keep in mind, this is the same bitch who didn't wash her face. She used fucking sweat as primer. And she got so upset at a viewer looking out for her. Bitch, you use sweat as primer. What do you think is about to happen to your face in combination with expired makeup?
I really didn't. I really didn't. I was just making a passing comment about that I don't care about expiration dates. That's all I was saying. We do have AC on, but I live in Florida and it's hot as balls out here. And I deal with like certain issues where like if I run even slightly warm, makes my pain worse, makes the inflammation worse.
Girl, shut the fuck up. Hold on. I'm going to get to the rest of the support, but I just saw somebody respond to this and I wanted to catch it. And I feel like I need to read it in this moment. Thank you, Corvid. The German word back, and I know I'm gonna mess up the rest, means something along the lines of a face that's begging to be, I can't say it, but thought of it somehow. I'm telling you, that's one of the things that's like a common thing with a lot of these girls, because some of the shit that they say, some of the ways that they act, a common thing with them, they've never been touched. Because for a long time, especially with a lot of the shit Chantel used to say, I'm like, girl, you never gotten beat up? And then the longer I was watching her, I was like, that's the problem. No one has put hands on you. And no to any YouTube executive or auditor who's watching this. I'm not promoting violence. I'm talking about putting hands on them in the name of the Lord. In the name of the Lord. This is a Bible study group. That's what we're talking about. Amen, Chad? Amen. Place hands on them. Somebody. Please. Jeez, it's so ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me how they are. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait, hold on. I just want to read this real quick. Spiteful. First of all, thank you. The enthusiasm and genuine appreciation you show for a $5 super chat being the same as a $50 super chat doesn't go unnoticed. One of the many reasons I adore you. Again, fuck Big Ross. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I've talked about this before. That's why people like Rosie, Chantel, and Amber get on my nerves, because they don't appreciate that shit. They don't appreciate the people who show up who don't got it, which is fine, to be clear. I'm not saying it like that. They don't appreciate the people who do actually pour into them, who do actually show up and genuinely support them. Whether it's $2, whatever it's, that's why those goals that bitch was doing last year, what's her name? Rosie, to do the cannonballs and shit like that. Like, bitch, who the fuck? Oh yeah, an unemployed bum. When you do this and you actually appreciate and realize what this platform is, for me, Rosie, a lot, me, Rosie, and it's sad to put myself in this bubble, but it is what it is. Me, Rosie, Amber, Chantel, FFG, she faked her degree. None of us got degrees. The jobs we were doing before this, right? A lot of us didn't like our jobs. Yes, a lot of them ended up doing this full time, but for the most part, if you've been watching these girls for a while, everybody kind of has the same story. We were at jobs that didn't pay us this, that wasn't as fulfilling or gave us the freedom to express ourselves in it. You think when I'm at work, I could sit here and use profanity? No. The fact that I could sit on this platform, y'all show up, you know what I'm saying? Y'all spend money on us. Yeah, we should appreciate it. The fuck? That's why I don't get why they're the way they are. Even FFG's dumbass. Why the fuck would you scam these people? Why would you do that? Oh, because you're greedy and you're fucking dumb. That's why I get mad at those things, because I get it. A lot of us are similar. And this is what you did with it? Weirdo. You're so dumb. And look at Rosie now. Look at fucking Chantel. Back in the day, yeah, she got a lot more support. Granted, a lot of it turned into a hate following, but let's be for real. Amber's stupid ass got demonetized, decided to run over to the LCU, ban evading, breaking the rules, and now she's sitting on TikTok, still begging, putting up Instagram stories, still begging. What about the people who've been here for real? Even though she's demonetized, bitch, you can't throw up a 20-minute video like once a week to at least hold it down for the people who've been there. I get it. Majority of her following are hate followings, but Amber likes to remind people she still got support. Throw one video up there a week while being demonetized for those people that still support you. Stupid. The way that super chat sent me into a whole rant. My bad, y'all. I just can't stand bitches like this for real. I really can't. Back to Rosie.
Makes my sensory issues worse. I just have to stay cool. What are we doing? Oh, we haven't even picked any of the eyeshadow palettes. All right, y'all want to do something? Let's do something crazy. Even if it looks bad, let's just why not? You keep your makeup. I do. Yeah. One time my niece stressed me the fuck out about that because I was very clear with her what my boundaries were, and she.
I just want to remind y'all. Currently, she's talking about a young girl around makeup. What do you expect with kids around makeup? It's kids. My boundaries. We're talking about children. They just got out of that phase of writing on the fucking wall with crayons. Of course, they're going to sit there and want to play with makeup, especially when they see an aunt or an adult that they care about playing with makeup. What do you think kids are going to do? That's one of the things that they do as they get older. They copy us. Oh, you like to play with makeup? I want to play with makeup. You're always on your laptop? I want to be on a laptop. That's what kids do. Dummy.
With a child. And she really stressed me out that day. I was like, girly pop, we don't dig into these palettes. We don't get messy. Nope, 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 nope. If you can't handle that, then you need to wait before Aunt Rosie teaches you how to do makeup. But she got it together. No, she was a bit was than a toddler. She's just was very excited. She's not really able to do much with makeup unless I'm around.
Unless she's around. So maybe her niece's mom, Rosie's sister, isn't into makeup. So the only time she really gets to play with makeup is with Rosie. So yeah, maybe that's why she would be playing in the makeup, even though. Okay.
You have. Oh, I do lay down the law. The thing about me and my nieces and nephew is like, they know that like Aunt Rosie don't play. Like, I love you and I'm a fun time and we're gonna have a blast. But you lie to me, you try to pull some sneaky handed stuff, all the fun goes away.
Shut the fuck up. Aunt Rosie don't play. Bitch, you don't get to see them like that, number one. Why would that be her reputation with them? And for anyone confused, yeah, Rosie got a sister you don't hear about, right? Probably because she's a responsible adult. Because I know she got out of Mormonism, I believe, and she started a family and all of that. Yeah, you don't hear Rosie talk about, her nieces or nephews or her sister and them, right? That's another thing that Rosie, actually, now that I think about it, that's another thing that Rosie can like maybe experience a bit more if she lost weight. Easily getting up and, hey, going to visit her family. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Like I have those conversations with them because I'm like, my eyes are watering either from the fan and or the eye cream. But
I'm actually happy you wrote this comment. Sounds like you problem. Why is she trying to square up with the child? I'm not gonna hold you for a little bit. That's what it sounded like. The way Rosie had started off talking about, how she lays down the law with her niece, I wasn't sure if she was talking about her niece or a stranger on the street. Like, girl, simmer the fuck down. Simmer down. And let's be real, this tough talking bitch don't act like this outside of her home. And granted, she don't leave it like that. This was the same tone she had like when she was like, yeah, I don't let my mom play with me. Like, girl, it's bad enough you had that tone with your mama. Now we're talking about your little niece. Tone it down. Tone it down. Turn off Nikita Dragon. Tone it down, please. Tap back into Jaclyn Hill. At least she still got that fake persona going on. Turn off Nikita. Turn on Jaclyn, please.
Like, I'm very clear about that because I'm like, yeah, Aunt Rosie don't play. Auntie Rosie don't play. Like, that's correct. And I think I've said that to them before. Like, I don't.
Now, because they're children, you know how children are blunt. Now, if her niece turned around and said, yes, Aunt Rosie, I know you don't play. That's part of the reason you're that big. Maybe we should go outside and play. After we're done playing with your makeup, let's go play outside. Let's go toss the ball. Yeah, Aunt Rosie don't play. Yeah, bitch, that's part of your problem. Go outside. Go outside. How about that? You sitting there playing makeup? Do you go outside and play with them? Throw a dodgeball, a basketball, anything? T-ball? No. Fat ass got to be in the house.
Play. We're not doing this. Like, because if we're here to have fun, and if you're gonna, try to be sneaky about anything, we're gonna have a problem. I've never had a problem with them because they actually do listen to me. Like, at least the oldest. But anywho, okay.
This is dry shampoo.
So, That's a little better. All right. Okay, well, what do I want to do? I don't even know what I want. Like, that's the other problem I'm having.
All of that. And we're still back to, I don't know what I want. The mixture of the dry shampoo sitting in front of the fan, all that, just fat, lazy, just work. Do something. Do something. My God. And here's the thing, right? Because Rosie talking about, oh, I don't know what I want to do. And then she was sitting in front of that fan. And with the combination of that, you know what it reminded me of? The break. I'll be right back. I know what I want to do. I want to go on a quick break. Let's bond.
A handful of crisis. Please, someone save me.
Got a shopping cart? What the f is this?
You piggy pig pig. Oink, 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 motherfucker. You're gonna be detained. Detain me, bitch. Beep, beep. Whee. Whoa, whoa. What the fuck, man?
Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Miss Piggy, no one wants you here.
Oink oink, bitches.
Maybe he's in the mood for pork. He doesn't get to eat it in real life, bitch. Go fuck yourself. Oink, oink.
Do I look like a giant baby?
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your place, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stay. What you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. No time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't see and waste away. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end.
Did you guys enjoy your break? I feel refreshed. Do you? And I did notice Zach in chat. Hey, Zach Boo, you came in. Or you might have already been here, but you came in right on time. When I tell you your part of the break is literally everybody's favorite every single time. There's times people specifically ask me for just your break clip. They're like, no, we want Zach. Zach alone, please. We back. And I'm just like, okay. But hey, Zach Boo. Let me see. I actually, because watch what follows. I'm going to go back to the support, but I saw Yamano come in. Hey, Yamano Boo. Late fee. Hope you're not being mean to my superstar love. Remember, Rosie, I loved you before the rat did. Not the rat. Damn, I didn't read that part. And cheering you on. Don't mind the haters that can't see and can fit in a pocket. You know what, Yamano? I was not being mean to Rosie. I was being real. And if you want to know, I was not sitting here talking about how big her face is. I was not sitting here talking about how sweaty and out of breath she is. No, I don't want to lie. I was. But while you're here, Yamano, I just want to remind you with your sweet love, who is literally struggling to get from the bathroom to the bedroom, who can't get up often because of her fucking knees. I want to remind you real quick because you remind me of this clip. Take a look at what Rosie, big ass, what her mama brought home to her. Not one box, but two. Keep in mind, if you haven't seen this already, pay attention to the size of the box. Not one, but two. Her mama brought this home. Yamano, this could have been your mother-in-law. You dodge a bullet. This could have been your love. Imagine.
A me thing because these were on sale. This whole box was $9, and
I want y'all to really look at that box. I'm not saying I've never bought family-sized items. I'd be a whole liar if I said that. But my God, one of two boxes. And you just heard Rosie, these are for her. Her brother like his specific things. Pizza rolls, those are hers. Why did her mama get her two? Let's finish.
the 120 count bag at Walmart is like $12. So this box was $9. So it was cheaper, like by $2 or $3, and for more pizza rolls. So this is one of my like default things when I have like no bandwidth and I just need to like put food in my face. I just throw these in the air fryer and eat them. They also go good with salad. Also, I just like them. This is my brother's favorite kind of hot dogs. These are good. And then for me, Tostinos. Right.
Y'all, that's not the same box she just showed y'all. That's a second box. She already had the other box out. Y'all saw. And then she went back in the bag and pulled out another one. I said, why did her mom buy two of those? And it's not in today's stream. Hopefully I could get here by tomorrow evening. Wait until y'all see the amount of cheese Rosie's mom bought. I love cheese. Love cheese. I want to remind y'all it's for two people because her mom already left. Her mom's back in Norway. This was from last week. Her daughter's diabetic. I didn't realize the clip was basically over. But yeah, Yamano, that's your girl. That is your girl. And by the way, for anybody new, me and Yamano, it's a joke. I just like to poke at Rosie. And then Yamano likes to spread that I'm short for some reason. Very confusing, but it's okay. It's okay. Slander's a thing these days. Fauntleroy, thank you. Here are the results for new Rosie translation device. Patent pending. Me. That. Very that. And I don't know if y'all caught it, but in font, thank you. So when Rosie was in her last stream and she was unfortunately talking about the girl who was passing, she caught herself because she was about to make it about her. For those who don't know, this was maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. There was a young influencer who had passed, and Rosie took the opportunity to record a video and upload it. Like, really not thinking through the fact that she heard this news, immediately decided it was time for her to record herself going on and making it also about her, this young influencer who just passed. Well, one of the reasons I don't have a copy of that is because at the time I wasn't following her that closely, so I didn't know to download it, but she definitely deleted it immediately because the backlash rushed in. And this is before Rosie really had the attention of this space. And even that amount of criticism for the viewers she had at the time, she deleted it. I wish I had a copy. If there is someone out there with a copy, I would love to take a look at it and see if there's any clips I could go over. But yeah, Rosie deleted that shit. I was just like, why would you do that? But then again, I gotta remember it's Rosie. Why the fuck would you do that? Oh, let me see. Possibly Kim, thank you. Stefan and other Paradise girls visited Zio in rehab. I didn't see. Okay, I know a lot of y'all know his lore and know the Paradise lore. I don't know any of this. What we need to do, we might actually need to chit chat a couple of times in Discord, once before the documentary and then afterwards. Because I know there's a lot and there's allegations connected to this man. He's definitely a predator. Like, there's no question about it, in my opinion. But yeah, they visited Z. Oh, he's sick. Oh, Molotov, thank you, boo. I had a kid in the end of March, so I haven't been able to watch your live in so long. My baby boy will be happy to be blessed by Charlie. Thank you for the laughs in the community. Molotov, I remember you said you were pregnant. I didn't know you gave birth yet. Congrats, and give our love to your baby boy. Y'all, can y'all tag Molotov? Y'all know I'm behind on the support, but hopefully she's still here. If you watch this back on playback, congrats, boo. Enjoy your bundle. Enjoy him. And they grow up fast. I don't technically know through experience, but through my nieces, nephews, and godkids, that's it. They grow fast. So enjoy, boo. Sounds like you problem. Thank you. Emily Horny on main time. Listen. And I just wonder, this moments like this, if Amber was around, you know that would have been one of the questions. Like, bitch, why is Emily under Zio's post still? Being thirsty as hell? She was shocked when she saw Rosie. Let's not forget, at one point, Rosie and Tommy were at least exchanging words. And that made Amber upset, which I don't blame her, because Rosie was literally in one of her Discord she had to nuke, plotting on how she was going to slide into Emily's DMs. For anyone who's new to Rosie or wasn't watching back then, this might be news to you, but yeah, Rosie's so messy. She was in one of her Discords plotting on how to get into Emily's DMs. That's why one of the exchanges that they started having, a lot of people were like, oh shit. But that Discord got nuked because she always had somebody actually pretty much, being an op. She had to nuke 2 Discords from what I know. And both those Discords, small group of people, like what, 5, 6, something very small. Both those groups ended up having an op in it, and they would slide stuff publicly. That's why we know about that. There's a reason why when she talks about Emily, she skirts around that part and she doesn't mention it. And I know she's heard people say it before. Like, you were literally in a Discord plotting to get in Emily's DMs. Messy. Denzel. Denzel. I hope I said it right. Beautiful. Oh, thank you. Queen Blue is stunning tonight. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I was gonna do this green because I bought these pencils off of TikTok shop, but I ended up going with this because I know who's going over that. But I might do that tomorrow. But thank you so much. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate y'all for real. Miss T, happy belated birthday, my fellow badass Taurus. Thank you, boo. Thank you. You know, so crazy. I thought for a second that Yaba was a Taurus, but when I didn't hear her talk about, like, saying last week, I didn't hear her talk about her birthday. I was just like, damn, why did I think we were born around the same time? And then when I saw the birthday wishes and stuff on social media, I was like, oh, it's today or it's this weekend, because I believe her birthday might be tomorrow, but either way, Shit, we celebrate our month anyways, but there's a lot of May babies. So shout out to all the May babies. Shout out to y'all for real. Sounds like you problem. You know Emily got her rocks off to that trailer. Enjoy. I just want you to know, you see how you said enjoy the painting? I specifically came with these two makeup brushes that really resemble paint brushes because we gonna still paint. Remember that. And sounds like you probably want to set it off. We gonna still paint. And you know what I did while I was on a break? After I exited the restroom, I took the other half of them gummies so I can make sure by the second half of the stream, I put this to work. Actually, don't this look cool with the fingerless gloves? Like, look, I'm an artist painting. Okay, well, the gummies are starting to hit. Hold on. Celestial. Charlie is tall and Scar has perfect vision. Let me screenshot that. You're right. You're right. Charlie is tall and Scar has perfect vision. Thank you. I need to send this. I need to send this to Scar because we don't get a lot of these, okay? We be out here fighting for our reputations because Yamano and Buns and so many others. But look at that. Thank you. Thank you. Mystique, you see it. You see the period. Thank you. I appreciate you. Discount Mango, thank you. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. Let me get this pulled up, but welcome, boo. I hope you enjoy. Let me see. Yaba, thank you for 23 months. Rosie thinks people will see her as a victim. Yes, she's still pushing for that. What Rosie would like, and this is what I think, and thank you again, Yaba, for 23 months. I think Rosie, one of the reasons she wants bigger platforms as well, she can garner a new group, hopefully a rush in her case, of new viewers. I think that's what it is too. Because when it comes to this space, the majority of the viewers and creators who cover her, we know what it is. Remember how Amberlynn got them? Remember, it was like a French group. There was a big creator who did a video on Amber, more so in support, criticizing reactors, which is fine, her opinion. And then there was a rush of like French viewers coming in support of Amber. And look at what Amber did. She did what she normally does, and they learned. I think it's something like that that Rosie would love. A rush of people just looking at us like, ew, a rush of support that way. I really think these platforms is kind of what Rosie's looking for when it comes to that. Hasn't happened yet. Sucks to suck. Carrie, thank you for 6 months. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, boo. Smee, her cooter looks like a assertive sleep match. Oh my god. God damn. That's so rude. That is so rude. Let me screenshot that because I love that. When I tell you these bitches is never gonna like us, they are never gonna like us ever in life. Ever in life. I know they report my streams at least twice a day. It's so rude. That is so rude. Hold on, Ella. I thought we said no painting. Who said Ella? I literally have the paintbrushes. In the second half of the edible, trust me, it's kicking in. We gonna be painting. She is sitting there smelly with a whole ass attitude, smug as hell because she in another feeder. She got another platform to talk about feeder. Girl, we gonna paint. We gonna paint. I was probably like, bitch. Matt, thank you. Finally got a job, not in graphic design, but it's on my schedule. It's on my schedule, my hours, perfect to help my grandparents while making an income. Looking good. Matt, congratulations, boo. Congrats. I love that for you. I love that for you. You deserve that. And it's still, this is just step one. Don't forget that. Because I love your work and you're going to go far. You worked hard for it. But shout out to you. That makes me really happy. I love that. Kataria, thank you for 8 months. I appreciate you. Rosie the X Feedy. X Feedy. Because you know how that go. Please. And thank you again, boo. Let me see. Tracy. Thank you, boo. Hey, fellow Taurus. Mine was May 9th. Oh, happy belated. I think I did wish you happy birthday. If I didn't, happy belated. Day before Mother's. Oh, yeah, Mother's Day. And as you know, my Mother's Day hit different with Mama being gone. Her birthday is next week, but she's a Gemini. Still going through it, but very grateful for your stream. Tracy, celebrate your birthday. Celebrate both of y'all's. I'm not going to say I would know exactly what to do because I know you've been going through. You've been around for a while, and I know how tough it's been for you. But just don't forget, especially because we talked privately. Um, you did everything for her. And she went with that. She went with knowing my daughter was with me until the very end. I remember the things you shared. So hold on to that. And happy birthday to you and your mom, for real. Guys, let's get back into Rosie, and I'll return with the support. Because especially when I'm on edibles, it's a very lengthier stream. But I appreciate y'all. And send Tracy some love in the chat if y'all don't mind. She's been in this community for a minute. And she supports a lot of people.
I don't even know what I want right now. I'm okay. I'm just realizing I have a lot less energy than I thought. But I'm here and I'm gonna continue anyway. This was just me like trying to figure out what I wanted to do, as I wasn't sure for a second. Yeah, okay. Whatever. I'm just really I'm in a phase right now. I'm gonna be candid for a second. I'm just in a phase right now where I'm really struggling with like grief.
I was going to put sad dramatic music here, but I decided not to, only because she was already frustrating me. But for anyone's confused about what grief she's referring to, she's going to go into that. And it's just the dramatics. There are many people who not only deal with chronic pain, but deal with a lot more than what Rosie has to go through, or Rosie chooses to continue to allow her body to go through. And when she does this whole thing, it just reminds me how much she doesn't really know the rest of the world and actually what people go through day to day. You got to remember, yeah, I'm sure, she's gone to school, had different experiences where she lived different places. But one thing that I've noticed outside of that feederism bubble she was in, when did she really spend time with people? Not for work to shoot, herself smearing cake on her titties and shit, but genuinely going out with friends, enjoying time, getting to know, their day to day, their life, having colleagues where you understand their home life a little bit, because we all kind of talk about home a little bit at work. It's just like this whole thing. If you didn't know her, maybe you would feel bad, but knowing Rosie, to hear her say this shit, it's just like, shut up. Get up and just do something different. Try. How about that? Start with actually trying.
With like the reality of my chronic fatigue and chronic pain and whatever autoimmune issue I have going on that I don't have answers for because I lost my insurance and I live in a state where I'm really struggling to qualify to get any kind of help. And I'm just grieving. I like, it's an off and on thing, and it's something I've seen people in the like the chronic illness communities talking about more, and it's helping me understand and process it. But I am just dealing with a lot of like anger and frustration.
I just want to highlight this to remind y'all. Rosie lives, and Corvid, thank you for this. She lives in a bird sanctuary and has a pool. I'm not saying Rosie's supposed to be out here running laps. I can't even fucking run laps, at least not for long. But she has a pool. If she was truly prioritizing her health and all these things, and she still wanted to do this full time, why not carve out like an hour a day and go swimming? Go swimming during the day. Take a walk maybe in the morning, even if it's for 15 minutes at her size. She has all the time in the world to meal prep. She clearly loves to cook. She's not very good at it, in my opinion, but she loves the act of cooking. She loves to cook. Look up some healthy recipes. She don't do shit. And then she'll sit here and like, I'm grieving because, she doesn't have health insurance. Well, a full-time job will do that, huh? She can't work out of the house because of her health and obviously her mobility and shit. Well, guess what? It's actually easier to get a full-time job right now outside of the home. It's actually harder to get at home positions because guess what? They're filled like people like me because I got seniority so I can stay at home. It's not, COVID no more. People had to go back into the office. But because of her big ass, she, might not be the best working outside the house. But in the meantime, maybe try to drop some weight so you can safely get to an office someday. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Like, do something.
And sadness. And I'm doing the best that I can with the resources that I have. And I'm just struggling. That's really it. And I'm in a phase right now where I'm struggling to like not talk about it all the time.
I want to highlight this comment and I'm happy I caught it. And Elizabeth comments, thank you for sharing this. Thank you. I have end stage kidney failure. I get up, take care of my family and house and work and do my dialysis. The fatigue is real and I have to work through it, unlike Rosie. It's people like this, even though this is not my lived experience, I know this is the lived experience of so many people. That's why you don't feel bad for bitches like Rosie. That's why I don't. Let me phrase that. That's why I don't. Because I know there's people like Elizabeth watching. I know there's people like Elizabeth that exist. A lot of people like Elizabeth. And I'm supposed to sit here and feel bad for this bitch? Like just sit there and listen to her whine and what? Have positive feedback? No.
Which I know I think is something like with you guys watching me, I can understand why that might get annoying or redundant. But I'm in a phase right now where these nerve pain episodes are happening more frequently for longer periods of time, and it consumes my life. And it's different. It's a different kind of pain. And it's just hard.
I know it's preachy. I know I'm dragging it, but I just need to get these thoughts out. I want to remind y'all, Rosie don't got electricity bills to worry about. Rosie don't have childcare to worry about. Rosie don't got pet care to worry about. Rosie's biggest concerns is just bringing in income so she could be continue buying herself food and maybe pay her cell phone bill. That house she lives in is taken care of by her parents and her brother. She wants to talk like she contributes financially. She barely contributes. Like I said, I genuinely think it's her phone bill, maybe the internet, maybe, and just herself and food. You just saw the comment by Elizabeth, right? Elizabeth got to worry about probably gas, electricity, utilities. If something go wrong in the house, Elizabeth got to take care of it. Rosie don't got to worry about fuck all. Fuck all. She guards the kitchen, has food. Clearly, if she ain't got the money, somebody gonna feed her. You see how her mom shops. And she still want to sit there and I'm trying. It's just hard. But you got it easy. Genuinely, she has it easy. There are concerns she doesn't understand that the average adults, even with chronic pain, going through kidney failure, they still got to worry about. But a fat bitch who gets to sit on the internet and whine, eat in front of a camera, not call and not say it's not feederism adjacent, eat mad food, dry bag, and sometimes take a fucking swim. I'm supposed to feel bad for that bitch? I'm supposed to care about this bitch sitting here like, yeah, life is so hard. Shut up. Like, what Smee said, I tried nothing and I'm all out of ideas. Rosie. It's just like, shut up. And it's just, I don't get it. And these are the type of people that expect like undying loyalty, support, and just shit handed to them. Shit, a lot of times they want the world to revolve around them. You don't do nothing. Junie, thank you. She's not privileged enough to be in a phase. All her phases are going to end her. The problem is she's not bothered with the quality of life she has, which is, and I think part of it is because she hasn't experienced the different ways you can live life. She hasn't had a different quality of life, so I don't think she, I guess, fully understands what she's missing. But it's sad. And I'm gonna get to more of the support in a second. Let's get back to Rosie.
My diabetes is currently medicated, guys. Can we stop talking about that? I'm doing everything I can.
I'm gonna run it back. I want you to see that attitude one more time. Let me run it back.
And it's just hard. My diabetes is currently medicated, guys. Can we stop talking about that? I'm doing everything I can. Good God.
I'm doing everything that I can. That's what Rosie said. She's managing her diabetes. She just started back on not weight loss, sorry, diabetes meds recently after going a long span without checking, without taking meds. But right here on that couch on May 13th, she's sitting there saying she's managing the best she can. Let's take a look at some of what Rosie was eating in that same stream just a little earlier. Let's take a look.
Mom's hash brown casserole. She uses shredded hash browns, and I think she uses some kind of creamed of something, condensed soup, and cheese and other stuff that I'm not privy to knowing off the top of my head. But her hash brown casserole, Gorgino, we live, we laugh, we love. And then my mom made, again, what I lovingly refer to as white people Chinese food night, because it's frozen orange tempura chicken from Sam's Club and egg rolls. I think we each get 3, right?
So I just want to make sure you guys caught on to that. She's having the hash brown casserole, whole bunch of cheese, whatever that goes into that. You already know, probably not good for her diabetes, and we know she's gonna eat for about 3 people. Now her mom made several egg rolls, and she's confirming they each get 3. Do you see the size of that egg roll? She is looking forward to eating 3. And later on in this stream, she catches an attitude with a viewer and says she is managing her diabetes. Let's finish.
Yeah, because it's a box of 18, so they come in not. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. To say the least. Oh, yeah. The ketchup hits. Mm-hmm.
She's eating that hash brown casserole and she added ketchup. And if you've been around for a while, you know that Rosie and her brother go through a lot of ketchup. So I'm sure it wasn't just a dollop. And before this closes out, I want you to pay attention to the size of the spoon that is going in her mouth. Reminder, she got a big ass head. And that spoon is still huge in comparison to her head. Pay attention to the spoon.
I'm so freaking hungry. This is very, very filling, so I don't really feel like I want to eat rice and chicken, because this is like a lot of carb. I might save that for dinner, but I am going to have a second egg roll.
That's the Rosie who just caught an attitude with viewers. She is managing her diabetes. She is upset that they keep bringing it up. She's not feeling well. Clearly, you can see the state of her health. They bring up the diabetes. Hello. She got an attitude. Mind you, that's what she was eating earlier in the stream. Let's get back to Rosie with a fucking attitude.
God. I've talked about that multiple times already. What I'm dealing with isn't related to my fucking diabetes.
Who is this fat bitch talking to? Who is she talking to?
I think you're really good at staying positive. Good vibes attract more good vibes. Absolutely, Delilah. Thank you. Sorry. That was out of character. I didn't need to talk like that. That was unnecessary. I apologize. I haven't even looked at the chat yet. I'm genuinely sorry. That was a little unnecessary on my part. All my life, I've been told my pain and suffering is my weight, and only my weight, so I understand being frustrated over the diabetes debate.
It was obvious, but I was just waiting for someone to write it out in chat. That was massively in character for her. Exactly. For her to really sit there and say, that's out of my character. No, that's very much within her character. That's exactly how Rosie is. And that's where live streams don't help her because she can't edit that part. Whatever our reaction is in real time, that's our reaction. We can't edit it. It is now there. That's her issue. It's not her first time acting like this shit. Throughout this whole fucking stream, she was damn near snapping.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry. I got a little too rude there. I don't talk about my diabetes anymore because people are fucking evil. So. And I just wish I knew what was wrong. I was in the process of figuring that out when I lost my insurance. So, yeah. Like, because that's the thing. I do get snappier and, like, angrier and all of that. And I work really hard to not project that out on my family, you know, and, like, my boyfriend, like, the people in my life. And that's why, like, that's what I do. Like, if I fuck up, that's what I do, what I just did. Like,
so that means it's a pattern. How often does that happen? And I want to make sure I grab this comment from Haru. This is what we see online. She's probably 10 times worse offline. Yes. She's like, I try my best not to do this, especially when it comes to my family, my boyfriend. How often does that fucking happen? That's one of the reasons why, even though I do think Remy's weird for a lot of different reasons, reaching out to Rosie was a choice. Having the preferences that he has, choice. But also, I really think with the way Rosie is, Remy would end up more fucked up in the situation. Because Rosie's a user. She's a bum ass entitled user. And in a lot of ways, Remy's actually the perfect mark for that. The dude actually got a future. He's a veteran. His school's getting paid for. I believe where he lives, I believe he gets help for that for being a veteran, of course. School's good. It sounds like he about to graduate. Probably got a bright future in Texas. Imagine if Rosie's bum ass, do you see who this is? She's dating someone, school full time, got a future. Of course, she's going to try to get hooked to that. And the benefits that would actually come with being married to a veteran. This bum ass bitch found a prize in Remy. And that's one of the reasons why I think Remy's going to end up fucked up over whatever could happen with Rosie. I really don't see it. Let me see. I just want to grab this. Charlie, I've been watching you since the Natter era, and I love your videos. Your videos helped me feel less lonely through the years. Little life update for me. I just got married, recruited another cult member. Congrats, Rosie. Okay, Rosie's second pair of that probably sounds awful saying that following that, but congrats, boo. And welcome, life partner. Welcome to the Gold Cluster. If you do watch, ignore what the chat may say about me. Ignore what the chat may say about me. I am nothing but a Bible study teacher. I got to get my lies together because the way I stuttered through that, see, now they're not going to believe me. But yes, I run Bible study and we bond together. And just in case, let me just grab this. I know it's going to sound funny saying it, but I got to make sure I get your name right because I got to give this gift since you're a newlywed. So to Rosie's second pair of boobs, congrats, boo. And what we are going to do, we are going to celebrate with another bonding break. Yes, that's what we're going to do. It took me way too long to get that out, so it wasn't as smooth, but it's okay. Let's go on a quick break, y'all.
We got enough of this fever, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake. Fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake. Fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end.
I'm not about to do a whole dance with these gloves. I thought about it for a second, and then I remember we like to screenshot and clip around here. I'm not doing that. I hope y'all enjoyed your break. Thank you so much, y'all. Andy, I need financial compensation for my pain and suffering during these breaks. There's no pain and suffering. We bond. You enjoy them. Okay? I can't even do the eye thing when I'm high because I think I look like I'm going cross-eyed. It's so sad. Oh my God. They don't appreciate mobile foodie enough. Listen, I didn't appreciate mobile foodie. If you told me, like, even though I knew her health was declining, if you told me back then this is where we'd be with her in that damn mobility scooter, her making no efforts, I would appreciate those fucking, even her heavy breathing going downstairs. I would have appreciated that so much. Remember when Chantal used to just get up and go get in her car? Even in that ugly ass zebra dress, she can't dress for shit, but she would get that big ass up, put that shoe polish on them ball spots, and get her big ass in that car and start driving. Even if it was just to Burger King, even if it was to go stalk Nada, she would get up and go. These days, she's pretty much begging for donations just for her to roll down to maybe downtown to eat another sugary item and then roll back home. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, this is where we at, y'all. This is where we at. We had it so good. Still can't stand a bitch, but we got it. We had it so good. Let me try to get caught up on a little bit of the support and we'll get back into Rosie. And if you haven't realized by now, it's going to be a lengthy one, especially when I take edibles. Let me see. Mrs. Muerta, thank you so much, boo. On 600 Pound Life, they often bully their family/loved ones into getting them junk food. At some point, family gives up and prefers peace to stress and harassment. Probably why she buys junk for Rosie. I get it. That is true. That is true. That's why sometimes, even though, yes, they're still enablers, I do try to remember that aspect of it. It's sad. It's sad. I as harsh as it is, her parents really should have had her be out there and figure life out on her own. Maybe then she'd even be more mobile. Kura, thank you so much for 2 months. To set yourself up in your own death trap is unreal. And all just because you don't want to stare at the reflection in the mirror. Love you, Charlie. And that's what sometimes people settle for. I told y'all at one point, that's what I was settling for too. But a lot of people who have those struggles don't choose to monetize it and publicize it. And when you add maybe a couple dozen, a few hundred, or possibly like Rosie, Amber, and Chantel, thousands of eyes, that's what you get. That's the truth. And they choose to keep doing it. They choose to keep making a mockery out of it and a platform out of it. So it is what it is. Unicorn Farts, thank you for 10 months. I appreciate you. Poll, you'll lose. Hearing first. Rosie. Oh, who would lose a foot first? Oh my God. I thought you were saying something else. Again, I'm high. I'll do that poll. So who would lose a foot first, Rosie or Cutie? I actually know my answer, but I'm going to still do the poll. I'm going to still do the poll. You got to remember, both sick, but one's a little worse. So, but I'll do the poll anyways, just to get the community vote. But Planet, thank you. Guess whose cat had an infection in its leg and the puss ended up all over their bed? The pus ended up all over their bed and said cat to the vet at 11 p.m. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, boo. I'm so sorry. I hope everything's okay with your cat. I know that shit's stressful. I know how stressful that could be. I hope everything's okay. And Chantel, imagine caring for your animals. You get up right away and get some. Take notes. And thank you again, boo. Arabella, thank you for 6 months. Thank you, Charlie and chat, for getting me through rough couple of weeks in the hospital. Just had mass removal from pancreas, and it's just been a hard recovery. Arabella, I'm sending you healing and our love. Chat, can you tag Arabella? You're gonna be okay, boo. And whether it be this or anything else, just try to take care of you and whatever could keep your mind off of things we hear. And hopefully you're in the Discord. Not to be that person, but I know you're a member, so hopefully you're in the Discord. If you are, tag me. All right. Chocolate cake incident. Rosie's a spoiled, ungrateful brat who refuses to work and would rather stay home and eat. She keeps doing what she's doing because it's working for her. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the fucking truth? Let's get back into this. I'll return to the support. Thank you, y'all. Ain't that the fucking truth?
Acknowledge it and just like shit, like that was a little out of whack for me. Sorry. But it's those moments that get cherry picked and they edit around and make it all about how horrible I am. And that's what's another thing that's difficult about this entire fucking situation. Okay. Honestly, yes, I would love resources. If you have them, my email is QuirkyLoveRosee@gmail.com. I live in the North Tampa Bay area, Florida. So that's public information. I'm so serious. I'm trying. I have some stuff I'm looking into and working on behind the scenes of my life. But if you know of anything at all, I am so serious. I've been trying. I've been looking around. I've been asking different people. And yeah. Because finding resources has been very difficult. Like, very difficult. And I don't know if it's just a failure on my part.
Keep in mind, after this stream, there were viewers and I believe one creator, if they want to talk about it, they can, who actually found resources within like 24 hours of this stream. To the point that I believe it was the following stream. And also in this one, she caught an attitude with someone who literally just Googled a research, some resources right then and there. So yeah, all that to say, yeah, to Rosie.
I forgot to grab. Okay, you know what? Sorry, dress. We're using the bottom of the dress for this because I didn't grab anything. Okay, I want to use the cool tone brown for this look. But I appreciate you. I'm not even kidding. Like, if you're not an asshole and you want to actually talk to me about this and give me like resources and stuff, feel free to email me and I'll respond if I can, if I'm able. Like, just if you're an asshole about it, I'm not gonna fucking talk to you. But like, I'm at the point where I'm desperate. So I'm also, and I mean, I've also been looking into it on my own. I'm just struggling to find it. And I don't know if that's like a failure on my part or not, because I've been trying. Because even the place where I was getting the therapy help at, they didn't have resources to give me.
I want to make sure I read out Valentina's comment. People would give her so much less heat if she would cut out that entitled, lazy attitude. 1000%. And that's the crazy part. Her attitude is one of the biggest contributors to the fact that she gets so much fucking criticism. It's a joke.
So, like, Panther, I don't know what else to say other than I'm not being rude to you. I'm not being rude to anyone. I'm being myself and I'm being direct and I'm being blunt. I'm sorry if I'm coming across as rude. I'm not intending to. This is where I'm at today. I don't know why you're trying to pick a fight with me. If you're upset with how I'm talking to you or what's going on, just please email me about it so we don't have to do this in front of an audience. I'm not being rude to you. I'm not trying to be rude to you. I'm just talking.
While she goes on with this fucking attitude, continued, I want to make sure I grab Nikki T's comment. There is a free diabetes clinic near her and a sliding cost based on income medical clinic too. Yeah. And keep in mind, I live near Rosie and I can confirm exactly what Nikki T just said. I can confirm that.
Like, I don't know what else to say to that. Like, I don't want to fight with anybody and I don't want this to be blown up into a thing. Yeah, Panther, I already tried that and I got denied. I want to talk about colors now. Thank you. No, I'm just playing around. I never learned to do makeup. I'm a basic bitch, lol. Honest to God, the only reason I learned how to do makeup was because of Jaclyn Hill. We happen to have similar skin types and skin complexions, and so that was really helpful. And back in the day, she was really good at explaining how to do makeup. No, I'm not going anywhere. We're playing. We're playing in makeup. No, which is why I'm gonna let myself go like a little crazy. I'm just doing it for funsies. It was actually kind of a suggestion from the chat because I was just like vibing. I wasn't planning to do anything except maybe chat with you guys for an hour and eat because my mom had already made food and I just didn't feel like doing anything.
Before she continues with this horrible makeup application, moments like this when people were dragging her, myself included, y'all, about how her makeup turned out and how awful she did, that entitled attitude she had for the first half of the stream is exactly why people don't feel bad to make fun of this bitch. That's one of the reasons I will never feel bad making fun of somebody like her. I never learned how to do makeup. Yeah, we can fucking tell. Sounds like you problem this. For those who don't know, if there's anybody who gets more triggered by Rosie's makeup, it sounds like a you problem because that's her profession. Rosie's so bad at it. So I always look for her reaction. So let's get back to Rosie. I love you, girl. Let's get back to Rosie.
But okay. All right. I might play around with a purple shade. We'll see. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Oh, God, actually, fuck the purple. This is too pretty. Oh, bitch. Hello? Hello? She is blue. I'm blue, da boo dee da boo da boo dee. Okay, we're done. We're done with the bit. Is this giving 80s blue, or is it enough dimension that it's not like.
Keep in mind, I think the blue is pretty. It's just she needed to blend a lot more, and it only gets worse from here. That's the sad part. It gets worse from here.
Giving 80s blue. Okay, honey. I bet you're tired after being in the sun and swimming. I'll talk to you when the live's done. Thanks for stopping in.
That was her talking to Remy, and also that face that she makes, she needs to stop. But I'm actually happy I caught this. Y'all, MC, I have it in my watch later. I have it in my watch later because I had to finish editing and do my makeup and get ready. But y'all, MC has a channel. She just returned back to like creating again, and she has a tutorial following this one. And I have to check it out. Y'all can and what no, MC, you can link your own. You're a mod. I was about to ask a mod, but you can link your own. MC, link the video. Link the video, please. I'm gonna watch it after this. But the fact that you followed that makeup tutorial, I have to watch. I have to watch. Back to Rosie. Look at this face. Look at this face. MC, you better had made a face just like this. I want the ugly faces and everything.
Thank you. I look crazy right now. I'm mid makeup, but I think I'm gonna like get in the pool to like test the waterproofness of this later when we're on call, babe. I'll let you know. If you have a flat small brush, you can buff a bit of the color into under your lash. Yeah, I struggle with that a lot because I like to do like I don't have any face makeup on, and you can't really do that until you have the face makeup on. And I with my hand stuff, I've lost the ability to do like certain techniques um well. And so I kind of stopped doing the under eye lashes stuff because I struggle to make it look good like I used to because of my hand stuff. So, can I be honest? I'm over this.
What did Rosie do this whole stream? She sat there, ate, huffed and puffed to go get her makeup, sat there to do her makeup, and she's already over it. What did she do through the stream? She went back and forth on if she wanted to do makeup or do nails. She started the makeup, not even completely done yet, and she's already over it. She's going to continue to be clear, but imagine pretty much doing nothing and getting to the point where you are kind of doing something. At least makeup is different and takes a little bit of effort, and she's already wanting to give up. Everything that happened in this stream, even down to her wanting to give up right here, is a great representation of her life. Any little bit of effort, she's over it. But she could sit in that kitchen and eat for hours, cook and eat for hours. But doing something different outside of food, a little bit of effort that is not, fork to mouth, she want to give up. She's over it.
Do I even want to wear full face of makeup right now? I really don't, actually. So here's what we're going to do. We're already this far. We're already like this in deep, right? So here's what we're going to do. Instead of wasting my other product, I'm going to do this. Right. But so I'm going to not bother with the cream blush. I'm going to use.
I'm happy I caught this because it's the same thing a lot of us want to know. Thank you, MC. What's the diagnosis for the hand stuff? Exactly. I've been waiting to hear that answer and I still haven't. Even though I haven't been watching her for long. It's even like the people who've been watching her for way longer still haven't heard a diagnosis for this hand stuff.
this product. Sheer to medium coverage Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. This is just to give me. This is going to give me a more even complexion. What the fuck ever. So this is a tinted, it's called a tinted skin veil. It's like I think it's somewhere between a tinted moisturizer and a foundation, or like a BB cream or whatever those are called. But I just don't feel like wearing like foundation right now. See, like, I mean, I haven't added the concealer yet, but I mean, it's pretty good. It's
What's pretty good? I'm just sitting back here in disbelief, even though I've watched this more than once. I'm still sitting back here in disbelief. What's pretty good? I don't know what Jaclyn Hill she was referring to that she used to watch, but I'm not gonna lie. Before I lost trust in Jaclyn, I used to watch her too. I used to watch Jaclyn Hill all the time. My go-tos back then when I first started watching makeup tutorials was Jaclyn Hill, Jackie Ina. I found Jackie Ina months later, but I was so happy when I found her. Jackie Ina. What was her name? Was it Candy or Candace? She doesn't do content anymore. And then from there, I found like Alyssa Ashley, Nima Tang. What other creators did I used to watch actually? Because I used to be really into the makeup tutorials. I watched Nikita for a little while. I watched Nikki tutorials. I was so immersed in beauty content for years, just watching it or trying to follow tutorials, that I would watch people that I know their techniques would not work for me. I just enjoyed them. Legit, I used to do that. I used to watch so many of those people. But anyways, all that to say, I don't even know why I went into all that, but all that to say, I don't know why she says it doesn't look bad. And while the chat was going, I saw that sounds like you problem said to check my DMs. And as I mentioned earlier, I know sounds like you problem is losing it watching Rosie. This is what sounds like a you problem looks like watching Rosie. And I truly believe this because when we're in chat in Discord, the way sounds like you probably be crashing out watching Rosie do her makeup. And that's my favorite part, sadly. My favorite part. But girl, it's okay. Sounds like you problem. Good thing it's makeup and it washes off. Let's get back into Rosie.
it's just like not as good as some of the other stuff I have. But for like I would normally not pair this foundation with this type of dramatic eyeshadow look, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna save my serum concealer too. I'm just gonna use this. Honestly, I don't use filters ever. I actually in like 2015, I used to use Snapchat a lot as like I would like vlog on there essentially on Snapchat and just like I would go on like rants. I'd do all this stuff, and then eventually I switched over to Instagram stories for that for a while before you like pre-YouTube.
Yo, I know it wasn't meant to be this funny, but look at the comment. I just glanced at chat and I see Haru said under the chin. Oh my god. Because I was shocked about under her chin. First of all, do you understand you're supposed to take it down? And she got so much going on down here. The way I would not wear foundation if I was her. Only drugstore. Do you know how much products? Do you know how much surface you have to cover? That's another benefit to losing weight. You don't use as much product. Don't get me wrong. I still got a big face. I still got a big ass head. But when I was over 400 pounds, bitch, do you know how much foundation? Shit. And you can't contour shit when your face is the size of a fucking moon, bitch. Let me tell y'all, to any people out there morbidly obese, if you bigger than me or you still keep going, bitch. We save money by losing weight. We save money. And I'm being so serious. I don't care how vain that comes off. Back to this big head.
And so when I use Snapchat a lot, when filters first became like a thing and they were kind of like cool and whatever, I played around with them. Um, I played around with them and I very quickly realized that I didn't like them. Um, like at all. I don't really like them. Yeah, some do go crazy with the filters. Not me. Oh yeah, back to the filters. So I started using them and I just kind of realized like for me they
Nikki, she's so full of shit. When she said the whole no filters thing, I just rolled my eyes. Like, go ahead, girl. Just talk. Just talk. She's always gonna use filters. Like, she's ridiculous. That, right, Pico? Let me tell you, everything is cheaper. Back to Rosie. And Porcosaurus Boo, I saw you from earlier. I'm gonna cover your support, but I'm happy to see you in chat. I'm so happy to see you in chat, Boo. Back to Rosie.
were like I could see there being like a slippery slope. Like as I started using them, I just became hyper aware of the fact that like it could give me insecurities that I don't already have, and like I just realized like beyond the novelty of like silly filters, I hate everyday beauty filters. I feel like they create a unnecessary barrier to your own self-love. You know, I feel like you are putting a facade on when you wear a filter. You are quite literally filtering out parts of your authenticity.
I want to make sure I say this out loud just in case no one's looking at the screen. Haru's comment is so spot on. Rosie has the same defiance as Chantel, just less loud. Yes, agreed.
And I don't vibe with that, you know? And like I have definitely like face tuned in the past, but the things that I face tune, I don't change like my size. I don't change the structure of my face. I don't change how I look. The most I would ever do is I would like use a little skin blur. If I had like a pimple, I might edit it out. Things like that. And like I adjust the brightness and I change the lighting and I do things like that. But like I don't want to change how like I look. Like I just want to do things that make the photo higher quality. You know what I'm saying? So those types of filters I would also not be entirely against using. But I feel like when people say filters, they're
I have to stop because this super chat is so rude and so funny. Barbara, thank you. What makeup videos was she watching? Because just like her weight loss journey, she isn't doing it right. It's so rude. That is so but you're so right. Oh, I saw this super chat said, God damn. What makeup videos was she watching? Because just like her weight loss journey, she's doing it right. God damn. I'm telling you, Rosie just reported me on one of her stock accounts just for that.
referring to ones that like make you skinnier, make you prettier, make like put makeup on that like make you look younger. Like I don't do that kind of stuff. I think it's not good for me.
And just to answer your question, and I try to do it on the weekends. Screens, yeah. That's why my streams are lengthier when I'm high. Thank you. I haven't got no pushback. People fuck with it. And they understand I'm high. Listen, we going into the weekend. That's what I could do it.
Yeah, I already have enough vices. I don't need more. Which is one of the things earlier when I was talking about drinking water and someone was like, like, oh, you're sitting there preaching water while you're like sitting in your chair in the kitchen or whatever. And I was like, well, yeah. Would you rather I just not drink water and also be dehydrated and also have additional health problems because I'm not hydrating myself? Like, what the fuck is your point, weird ass? Like, really?
This is what she was talking about. She's so dramatic. This is what she was talking about.
I'm really behind on my water drinking today, so I was like, let me catch up. When I tell you guys, on an average day, I drink like a minimum of 3 of these, but on some days I can drink up to 6. Like, I drink a lot of water. I don't function right without my water, let me tell you. I don't know how some people do it. Like, that just, like, live on, like, soda. I don't know how y'all do it. I could never.
I don't know why Rosie is acting like half, if not more, of her diet is actually diet soda and juice. And she makes sure to put a lot of flavoring in her water. Please stop.
I mean, I'm not preaching about drinking water. I'm just sharing that I think it's a good thing to do. Well, would you rather I also be dehydrated and not drink enough water, and also struggle with my other shit? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I think that's so bizarre to me. Like, when I am talking about things that I think are like good things and healthy habits, I'm not sitting here saying I'm the peak of health. I'm just sharing like what's on my mind and what I think is like a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, 2 jobs. I wish 2 jobs is not the flex that it is. You know what I mean? I understand because like
I don't want to hear this think piece from an unemployed bum who lives at home and contributes close to nothing. I understand the conversation she's aiming at, the fact that people have to work so hard to just maintain basic life needs, but I just don't want this coming from her. Like, when I started hearing her talk about this, I was just like, shut the fuck up. Bitch, you don't even work. Shit.
it is a flex in the sense that you're doing the damn thing, and I'm so happy that you're able to do that for yourself and like provide for yourself in that way, but you shouldn't have to work yourself to death to make ends meet. That's just the system that we live in, more or less, you know. But it is unfortunately the reality, right? Okay, we're gonna do some dabs of this hotter pink. Okay, I'm actually.
Hold the fuck up. Chunky cult member, I needed this today, had to walk for 3 hours after my car died. I'm too stubborn to take a taxi. The girls could never. I would 3 hours? First of all, I'm happy you're safe. I'm happy you good, but go rest. Your feet better be up right now or soaking something. Oh my God. Y'all send them some love. 3 fucking hours?
I'm gonna take a little bit of this translucent powder because I'm not wearing like a full-blown foundation. The blush is a little extra right now. It's really giving Mimi right now, and I don't love that, so we're gonna tone it down a little. I'm scared to do liner, guys, because I'm very out of practice. Well, when you're a single individual with high dreams, you gotta put in the work to make it happen. So true, girl. No, I commend you like hell for that. Like, I want to make sure I'm not coming across like I'm discrediting that in any kind of way, because I definitely like hell yeah. I think that's amazing. You're able to do that. I just you should just be paying the wage of both jobs with your main one. Is my point. But you know,
Ducky, thank you for this reminder, because the way I definitely forgot, I put up a poll probably like an hour ago. Thank you, Ducky. Let me close up the poll. Thank you for the reminder, seriously, because I would have probably closed out the whole stream. So, who might lose a foot first? 424 votes. Chantel with 87% and Rosie with 13%. Yeah, Chantel was my vote too. Because with the direction that things are speeding up, and don't get me wrong, both in bad health, but I thought Chantel for sure. But But thank you to everybody who voted. The Weird Blondes, thank you. Got in trouble at work. Now I'm on a final written warning despite no prior warnings. Could use some advice and love. Love you, boo, looking gorgeous. Document all of that. If you're no, you have to have an HR. Document all of that, unfortunately. And if you can, make sure you keep your communication. I don't know how you guys communicate. Try to do it through email so you have a paper trail. Don't do it on a work device because if for any reason you have to turn in your device, you can't save that. So sorry, I went into all of that. I've had to do that before, so that's why. But I hope everything works out, but please document everything from now on, please. Let me get caught up on a little more of the support and then we'll get back because I'm really behind. I didn't even realize I was this behind. Thank you for your patience. Hey, Elvira, thank you for 4 months. Thank you for keeping me company while I'm in the hospital. Came in with one thing and admitted with another. You dragging her is perfect medicine. Elvira, I hope you feel better, boo. I hope you feel better. I know it's tough because I know a lot of y'all got this life, but I hope you feel better and follow your doctor's orders and we here. Even if it's for a quick break, we here. But I hope you get better soon, boo. Vanessa, thank you as always. I needed this to get through the rest of my shift. You locked in. And look, I'm at almost 3 hours and I'm still going. So at least you know you have company for a while. Thank you so much for 15 months, boo. Let me see. I'm gonna mess up your name. Isloya? I'm gonna say Izzy. Sorry. Your live stream always beautiful name though. I need to learn how to say it. Your live streams always come at the best time. I was feeling super down today. I got laid off for 6 hours. Wait, hold on. I got laid off 6 hours ago. My notification on my feed was a godsend. Thank you, Charlie. Looking Elite 77. Thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. I'm really sorry. I wish I had better advice, but I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Keep your head up and put yourself out there. I hope something comes soon. I'm sorry, y'all. Bella, thank you for 11 months. Lack vitamins equals in the mouth. You know I can't actually say the whole sentence, but that's why. Thank you, Bella Boo. 40 and freaking fabulous. Thank you, Boo. Let me actually get this pulled up. My back end of YouTube freezes sometimes. It's actually one of the most annoying things. Hold on, let me get this pulled up. Sorry, I know y'all know I'm always behind. Let me see. And you're Supreme, Boo. So we have access to the Discord. Thank you. I appreciate you. Welcome, Boo. Just Jamie. Sounds like she treats her niece like her audience. Yes. And I know you're referring to the whole thing she was doing with the makeup and all of that, but that's what it sounds like. And who else do we hear she speaks to like that? Her parents. It's like she treats everyone like that. It's weird. Thank you so much, Just Jamie. Echo in Brooklyn. Been in a bit of depression, but seeing your lovely face helps. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. And I know, and I just want to say this especially only because there's been a few messages like this. And I say this from time to time, but I want to really drive it home, especially with today. We all go through shit. I go through shit. I just don't bring it to the fucking platform. And I know there's a conversation throughout the community sometimes about how much viewers share. Sometimes it's the only place they could share it. Sometimes they just screaming into a void. Sometimes they just need somebody to tell them congratulations because they ain't got people in their life to do it. So just want to address that. I try to do it from time to time, only because I know it's a criticism within the community, which you can definitely have, but I don't want to be a space where I'm like, oh, you can't do that, when really I understand. I just don't bring it to the fucking platform because I'm a creator and you know what comes with that. So
Capitalism. Okay, there we go. Okay, tea. That looks so much better. Okay, tea. Love that. All right. He should have just... And I'm not good at shutting my own mouth. I'll fully own that. So, and I've been working on that myself.
real quick, while she's still talking bullshit, I just want to make sure I get this. The Weird Blonde. I wanted to get into YouTube, but I don't know where to start. You just start. And I know that's such a short answer. Film the first video, edit what you can. It doesn't matter that you don't know much. Create a thumbnail and put it up. You get better over time. Just know, even though, yeah, you guys know me for being more present and consistent since 2019. But years before that, I spent saying the same thing. Like, where do I start? I'm not ready. And then one day I sat down and I did it and I kept doing it. So no matter what it is that you want to do content on, just start. You get better. You don't need all this right now. You think I had this at first? No. You don't need all this. Just start. You'll get better.
But even then, even on shit like that, like, that's crazy. That is crazy work. Okay, so besides the lip gloss and mascara, I think I've done everything else. That everything else would be optional. I kind of want to play around with the falsies. Do I need to mute? You want me to mute? 1 second. Dinner, I'm probably gonna have the leftover Chinese food that I didn't have. Mom, it's 3 egg rolls per person, right? That it was 9 per bag. Okay. I had 2 because I was, and that's the thing is like if I'm wrong, then I won't have any more. But okay.
Y'all saw everything she ate. She only been sitting here for what? Not that long doing her makeup. She wanted to stop and she's still thinking about the next meal. She can't even sit there and really do her makeup without thinking about her next meal, even if she just ate. She don't see that. She don't think that's a problem.
But I just didn't want to accidentally eat a third and it be someone's egg roll, you know? Yeah, of course. You should do this more often. Oh, yeah. And I want to, especially like as I try to get some like new makeup products in the future and stuff. Again, guys, like I'm just doing the best I can with what I have right now. Things are gonna get easier, and I know that, but just shit's rough, and I know it's rough for a lot of people, not just me. And we're just trying to make it through, you know. And I'm just trying to be careful what I spend my money on, and you know.
See, something like that, I could understand because this is kind of in response to the attitude she got earlier. Just say that. Like, hey, I ain't got it like that. I'm just trying to make sure I ride this stuff out and do it without the dry begging. That's the problem with Rosie too. A lot of shit she say is just dry begging. When really just build a dope community, people will gather. You'll make an income somehow. But she does this weird shit. Catches attitudes, can't take criticisms for shit, lies a lot. She's manipulative and does attention seeking shit and then thinks she's gonna get mad support. No. She lucky she got the support she got. There's not a lot of Amber Lynn's out here like that because that's really what she was looking to do, get that Amber Lynn income, and look at you.
Oh, right. I want to go swimming later, so.
I'm not kidding when I say this. She sprayed that at least 25 times. I kept losing count because I wanted to get an exact number, but it was at least 25 times.
Oh. No!
I laughed my ass off when I was watching this the first time around. All that fucking setting spray, look at what she did to her makeup. That's why you're not supposed to do that with setting spray. This right here was priceless.
Just gonna. I think I am.
Rosie was so gagged, you didn't even hear her breathe for real. She wasn't muted. She was. Normally you hear something coming from Rosie, and a lot of times it's because, she's heavy breathing. She was so gagged from that, like her breathing was on point.
Gonna go. I think I want to go lay down. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know earlier I got a little like raw. I'm sorry about that. I kind of leveled out since then. To anybody who's like still watching to this point or whatever, I just want to say, I am trying my best, and I am struggling. I feel with like trying to.
I love how the chat is now catching on to the laying down part. When Rosie said she was gonna go lay down, I said, "Bitch, you've barely been up. You haven't really moved." She's exhausted. She about to go lay down.
Keep my temperament in line because I do get accused a lot of being rude, and I feel like a lot of the time it's unwarranted. Not always. I'm sure sometimes I can actually be rude and not mean to. But I get accused of being rude when I'm just like not speaking in certain affects or like.
And that's why I wanted to grab Valentina's comment. She's only sorry because she knows reactors are going to cook her alive for that nasty behavior. Exactly. The thing with Rosie, and something that I only see in Rosie, even though Amber does it from time to time, I don't even see this in Chantel. Sometimes in Rosie's content, like when she's on live or whatever, she will fuck up and you can see her calculating it in her head and trying to walk it back. Because she keeps up reactors. She literally came from out of this community. That's the funny thing about Rosie. She's herself, and then she got reactors in the back of her mind, and she started calculating the walk back to get the least amount of criticism. And she does it in real time. And if you notice her behaviors, you notice when she's doing it. And that's why most people are still like, bitch, you full of shit. You just saying this right here because you're about to get dragged. Because it's a live stream. It's not an edited video. And someone probably already clipped it. So there's no point of deleting. She's so dumb. She's so dumb.
Like, if I'm not like putting on like being jovial and happy, and if I'm just like being blunt and direct with what I'm saying, or I'm speaking more monotone when I'm not like putting certain afflictions in my voice and things like that. And it's hard to know like when someone's being genuine with that or if they're just like perpetrating narratives that are being put out there about me. One second.
And I kid you not, that's how the stream ended. I don't know if like her phone died or she had a call come in and it just shut down the live stream, but that's legit how she ended the live stream. She said 1 second and then it ended. I was just like, oh, okay. She was fine, I guess. Because, people do, well, not people, but shit be delivered to her house. So low-key, I was just like, girl, did you get those cameras yet? But not that I'm wishing anything, I'm just saying. Let me get caught up on some of the support. I won't get to them all because I fell really behind, which is on me. If I don't get to your support, thank you. I try to get through as much as I can while keeping a balance with the content. Let me see. Cat Socks and Coffee. I watch these streams in my home office, but when my husband hears the break music, he yells, "We bonding, y'all," and dances in the doorway. Let's go. I love that. I actually love that. Hubby, enjoy. I wish I had another brick to go on, but we closing out. But hubby, the next one for you guys. Fit and curvy, thank you. I think it's painting time. Who is most like, oh, I gotta save this for a future poll. Hold on. Who is most likely to use a bed harness to hoist their ass up over their partners? I got you. So Rosie, Chantel, I'm saving this for tomorrow's stream, Fit and Rosie. I said fit. I said fit and Rosie. Fit and curvy. Fit and curvy. Damn, not me saying fit and Rosie. Did you ever think you'd hear fit and Rosie? I'm high and I need to get off. Hold on. I need to actually get off before I start getting a little too comfortable and keep sounding stupid. Hold on. Thank you, Fit and Curvy. I'm saving. Maddie, thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the Go Cluster. I ain't gonna lie, I really should get off for real. Thank you for accepting me in all my forms, y'all. Thank you for all the support. I know I missed a lot of y'all. Thank you. Thank you for all the support. But once I get to this point, I know it's best that I'm responsible enough to log off. So that's what I'm gonna do. And again, thank you for the support. I'm human. I just try to not be this relaxed on live. Hold on. Let me get this pulled up. That's how you know I'm high too. When does it ever take me this long to close the fucking live stream? Literally, I was fighting for my life looking for the outro video. This is so sad. Thank you, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
And for 2025, survive. I've never in my life been told I kind of look like a young Johnny Depp. I think it's messy, that's for sure, but just like, ugh, hate being an adult. I'm gonna need to eat dinner soon. Ridiculous. Because I am who I am, God forbid I have an opinion. So, right now, I am the drama. I'm part of the drama.